So, where we left off, as I'm sure you guys probably remember, in fact, let me go ahead and start the preload of that. You were all heading south from the teleportation circle outside of Eifelstead, heading south along kind of country roads, very dark and stormy. Thick fog, although it took me a minute to get what Justin was trying to refer to. But walking south along the road, came across which Sarah, this is heading into Sarah's hometown. Knew this is an old burned down farmhouse, essentially, like just the bits of a structure that was no longer used. Apparently, some Juthrans were using it as a means to get out of the storm, and have arrested you as in stopped you on the road there, by these warrior priests who. One of them held out a lamp that emitted some invisible light, anyways, that has revealed Sarah's Orcana-laced arm. Also, just so you guys remember, Norok is invisible currently. Nazim, you are masked as a typical farmer with shiny bright teeth, and Arteme is in fox form. Any questions or anything? Anybody remember where we're good? Because we're about to go straight into initiative. So if you're gonna ask questions, do it first.
Did I call Shan up before initiative?
No, we didn't. They got the jump on us.
Yeah, like he already had shined on you, and as soon as you started to glow, he shouted that out. So
no, she said she was summoning Shan as soon as he went to attack behind him before we left off.
Attacked. He held the light out.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no
okay.
you guys.
True.
There is no surprise in that sense. Basically, like if they didn't know you guys were coming, that'd be one thing. But they're literally all staring at you, and are expecting the. Hostilities.
So next time, Sarah, just say, next time, Sarah, if anyone comes up, just say, I'm readying Shan in case anyone comes up at all, and then we can watch Shan just murder a farmer.
That's pretty much what Pogo does all the time with Vicious Mockery.
Yep.
Walking through the market, I'm going to have Vicious Mockery ready in case somebody looks at me.
Yep. Except for this time, because I'm carrying a saddle.
What was that, Sako?
I was just saying this is my first combat, so I might need a little guidance.
Yep. No problem.
Yeah. Nice.
Everyone does every time, so it's cool.
It's one of those things that it's real easy to forget, especially after 4 sessions of how the kind of initiative and everything gets started. All right, that too loud? Everybody good on the noise?
I actually can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even.
There's nothing.
I don't hear anything. Okay, let me turn it up a little bit then. Everybody?
Yep.
Justin Fox.
I
hear it. I just turned it down a tiny bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna
pop it down one notch, actually.
I'm gonna refresh.
Just refresh real quick, Justin.
I've got nothing.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
All right, so everybody go ahead and roll initiative. And Sako, how you do that is you right-click on your token. And in the bottom right corner, you'll see a little sword and shield icon. You click that, and it'll put you into the combat tracker. And what you're going to do from then is in the top right corner where that little bar of icons is, the little hot bar in the top right, click on the one that's a fist.
Yep, got it.
Okay, and then scroll down, you'll see yourself there, and you'll see a little white die to the right of it. Click on that die, and it'll roll the initiative for you. Now, what you can also do is so that you can keep both the combat tracker and your chat log up, is if you right-click on that fist, it'll pop it out into a separate little mini window.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
All right. Mine's still loading. I'll get in this combat tracker soon enough. There we've got some audio.
Oh, my fox form doesn't have it, so I just had to go into the combat tracker fist thing to be able to do it. So animal forms don't. Animal form, like Sai has the little.
Oh, you mean to
thing.
roll initiative from there?
Yeah, but my animal form has the 2 sides on the left grayed out. So.
Big money, no whammies.
No problem.
Shaving my eyebrows.
Well, this one's actually Ken's theme, so this is a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Becky, is it not letting you click on it? Or something?
It's got nothing.
I had to refresh my page too.
Okay.
Those are cool
I rolled
dice.
the initiative for you. Oh, those were mine. The black ones. I had to roll it for her. So I just rolled it. You got a 20 on initiative, Becky. But what do you mean it doesn't have anything? Like it has nothing?
Like it's lagging really bad.
Okay.
Super bad.
Let me turn off. I'm going to turn off the rain. We'll turn off some of the effects here and see if that helps, because those do take a little longer to load. You guys can just use your imaginations for all the rain. Any difference?
So fucking wet out here, guys.
No.
And we'll have to remember that Pogo's saddle is in the water, in the mud on the
just
road.
dropped it.
All right. The trouble that Ben is having with the other desktop. Let's remember. Let's troubleshoot it before next week, G, so that you can get back to the normal setup that you guys typically have. But in the meantime, I can roll your stuff for you, Becky. If it's lagging too much, if it doesn't catch up or anything.
A roll popped up on my screen, so I'm not on the screen.
chat log?
I saw her roll. It says Sarah rolls since she got a 20. So.
Well, I rolled that for her.
Oh, okay.
But there's nothing on mine.
Yeah, but it doesn't even show it on her. She's lagging so bad. The last thing it shows is Pogo's concentration, casting of the spell.
Can you refresh real quick, Becky?
Yeah.
I had to refresh, and it took a while, so you just might have to be a little patient.
Okay.
If you guys want to go, I can still hear you guys.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get started then. Fox, you are first in your Fox form.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go behind the wall.
Okay. Those walls, by the way, are about 4 feet tall. There's a little gap in the middle, so you could go.
Yeah, it's not letting me go through it though. It's
guys
saying I
are
can't go through it.
It's.
You guys are scaring our pet. Look, you scared our pet behind the wall.
I can jump you right onto the other side.
Yes,
so you're not
please.
Spinning. Okay.
Sai's probably just gonna follow for now to look, just to see what's going on first before we do anything.
So like right there.
Yep, we're just gonna peek through the hole.
Okay. And staying there, no actions.
Nope.
Okay. And Sai's going in with you.
Yep, please.
All right. There you go.
First, our horse fucking dies, and now we have to deal with you guys? Come on, can't you cut us a break?
As you say that, oh, hang on, I gotta fix this again. One of the guys standing in the back, which I would say, Sarah, you recognize. You've seen enough of these guys around, when they first kind of showed up and became an issue in this area. That you recognize some of their ranks. And the two in the back are what are called pacifiers, and the one in the front is called an avatar. You can see them when you mouse over them. Well, you can't, I guess, but everybody else can. But these are all representatives of the Inquisition, which is the kind of more military arm of the Juthrans. And that they're here and have found you is... you expect that to be a problem, whereas the priests may not be as much of a problem. Like, you could probably talk your way out, but these are kind of the militant side, if that makes sense. These are the zealots. Which one is he? That is the one with the flail. He is going to rush forward, seeing this glowing arm on Sarah's, from Sarah's elbow down. He is going to run up to here. And
I'm also going to react. Can I also react like I'm startled about her arm too?
Sure.
Oh my God.
Really?
What did you do?
What has happened? I'm just gonna
give me a deception check just in case this comes up later. See how way you can pull off this lying about being surprised. Don't know that it will, but in the event that it comes up later, just in case.
Sure.
You roll a 10 and get a 23.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit deception.
I'm gonna start talking. I'm gonna start talking more. See what I can pull off.
He, though, after running over here, you see him. He's got a flail at his hip, and you see him reach down like he's about to grab it. You guys know what a flail is? Mm-hmm. Like a stick with a chain, and then some some chunks on the end of it of metal.
Honestly,
and he's reaching down towards his hip.
Dumbest looking weapons.
You know what's funny? Actually, historically, they probably were never actually used. Like
because they just look like they'd be so ineffective.
Yeah, they're like so difficult to use because as soon as it hits something, the chain goes limp and you can't do anything. I mean, maces were great, but they were actually made. Like, we have historical artifacts of them, but they were probably never like a real weapon that was actually used, despite everybody being aware of them. Anyway, he runs forward though, and you see him reach down towards his hip as if he's going to grab this flail, this heavy flail that's hanging from his hip. And instead, he pulls something from his belt and he holds it out in Sarah's direction. It's a kind of a long cylinder, and he is going to. You see him. After pointing it at her, you see a beam of this kind of purplish energy exit out from the end of the beam and then connect with Sarah. I was going to say, then Becky, give me a Constitution save. But do you need me to roll it for you? Did it reload? I don't see you back in Foundry yet, so. Becky?
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, nothing is working on the computer right now except for Discord.
Which computer is this that you're on?
The one in the living room?
It's the one you normally use, isn't it? Except for the last few weeks with the laptop I sent.
Yep. I mean, I can try restarting the whole computer.
It's not going to make too much difference for Chrome.
You could try like a power cycle on your router, unless you've already done that.
It's not likely to be networked for just this because Ben's on the same network also. Let's see if we can limp through this fight then.
You can give Sarah control to.
That's true. Yeah, I could give
Norok
Ben
as well, and they can control it on the same computer.
Ben, the computer you're sitting at, are you using the laptop?
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that. You guys could both play from the laptop at least for now, if that works for you guys. Is he in the other room, or is he near enough that you guys can do that?
No, we just connected it back to the TV. So.
Okay.
What you could do is you guys can work on like the same, maybe on like speakerphone, and you guys can just be on the same mic and stuff.
Well, they can
the
just leave Discord like it is. If they're on the TV anyways, it won't matter. Well, as far as where they're set up, they can just leave Discord like it is now because that's working fine. And then
we can just share Foundry.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, then I'll just do that. Let me give Ben. You now have.
You can roll for Becky or whatever.
Well, no, you'll have access to her sheet. Yeah, I just gave you ownership of Sarah's sheet, so you guys can both roll from that one. You'll just take turns.
Sweet.
All right. Then, anyways, he points this wand at Sarah, and a purplish beam connects the two of them. There is a momentary flash between the beam, and then it snaps back towards the center, as if they were pulling towards each other. Becky, do you want me to go ahead and roll it for you? I guess now that
what am I rolling?
Okay.
So what you guys can do is now you can just click on Sarah, and you'll get her options up at the top to click on it.
Yeah, the hotbar will be up there for either one of you now that Ben has ownership. So con save, Becky.
It's coming. There we go.
There we go. All right.
Womp,
great.
womp.
As the beam connects the two and then snaps back towards the center, like I said, kind of pulling them towards each other, you see the two of them immediately change places. The pacifier now snaps up right in front of Norok's face as he's kind of dispersing through space, and the two of them pass through each other. He kind of immediately tries to put the wand away and is grabbing the flail to pull it back out while he holds his shield up right in Norok's face. Sarah, after reappearing on the other side, though, it'll still be your turn coming up, but you are now in the place that the pacifier had been. It is Norok's turn.
And you're still invisible, Norok, until you attack.
Cool. So I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, sorry. So I guess he's in Nazim's face then, not necessarily Norok. Yeah.
Okay. Then that means advantage, right? If I'm hitting a guy that doesn't own there.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Sako, do you recognize what just happened? That wand that he just used?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Could have had a cliff to jump off of just in case.
Yeah. Sako's character had that wand in the last campaign, and he used it. Then it just failed.
He'd just jump off a cliff.
Dude, it was the most epic fucking moment. It was the coolest idea. Like if he hadn't rolled shitty, I think it was a natural one. It was at least really low. If he hadn't rolled shitty, it would have been awesome. Yeah, it's a save. So it's a wand of switcheroo, and he literally pointed it at it. Like Sako ran and then jumped off the side of a cliff and then turned around and pointed it at a guy to try to switch the place so that he would be back on the side of the cliff safely and the other guy would fall. But the guy made the save, so he just plummeted like 80 feet and died. It was fun.
Okay. Rage.
All right, so bonus action to rage first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then. Did that work to put Great Weapon on G? So I was using my hotbar. I'm
That's
sure
not
if I
the.
did it.
That's not the macro of it. I don't think.
Okay. Then I'll
Yeah.
on the character sheet.
The one that you clicked is just the one that you can make a melee attack as a bonus action, anyways, which is not, what you're trying to do. Just click the regular attack, and then we'll, I'll make you new macros for it. But in the meantime, we'll just -5 and add 10 to the damage if it hits. Don't forget the advantage.
Right, and I'm going to. Oh, it's a shift for advantage, right?
Yep.
I'll try.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Your sword.
Hey, it worked. Yeah.
And a 24 will definitely hit. Go ahead and click the damage. For... I have a thing in the way there. 11. Okay, so he teleports into place. You immediately, reaching over your shoulder, he still can't see you, of course. You see him kind of facing towards Nazim. You pull this kind of black-bladed sword off of your shoulder and go for just an easy, clean slash across his chest, where he's got, between the flail and his arm. You're going to make your second attack?
Yeah. Did that add in the Great Weapon damage and the rage?
Oh, sorry, it didn't add the 10. Yeah, so the 10...
Okay.
It did add the rage, but it didn't add the 10, so it's 21 damage.
Okay. All right, and then I will go again. Oh, hush, you idiot. I don't know about that, huh?
10 will not.
Yeah, okay.
Let me take that off real quick. Okay. After hitting him, immediately the blood spray just kind of splashes over your forearm as you bring the blade through. He is immediately. He's still very healthy, of course. There's still really no doesn't appear to be a critical wound of any sort. But the blood splatter over your arm. You see that the skin begin to kind of shimmer and then break off as the invisibility falls. Pogo, you are no longer having concentration up.
Oh, what's this guy behind me? What's going on?
I think we'll stick with your earlier deception check for your attempts too. So that was action, bonus action. Anything else, G?
Nope, that's it, and I'm going to actually stay where I'm at. So.
All right. Then now we come to Sarah.
Okay, let's see. Character sheet.
Oh, Ben's raging.
So, I'm going to... Where the hell is it? If I can find it, I want to bring up Shan. Go.
Ben didn't get his second attack, so he didn't get the haste bonus from the Sword of Stolen Hours.
Oh, he doesn't get a second attack? Oh, wait.
No, he got his second attack, he just
missed.
missed. But if he hits with both of them, then he gets he charges at the sword, basically, if he hits with both.
Ooh.
So we're gonna
Summoning
bring up
Shan? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't give Ben access to Shan, so I'll go ahead and drop her on here for you. Let me find her real quick. Where are you putting her?
I'm going to stick her right behind... Which one is the more powerful one? Because you said I recognize them.
The Avatar. Yeah, the Avatar is the highest risk of them.
Yeah, so we're going to stick her right behind him.
Okay.
And then...
Let me put her in here for initiative.
Second level, I believe.
Womp. Oh, initiative.
Yeah, it was a 4.
And how close do they have to be? 40-foot cube. Can I get all three of them in a 40-foot cube?
And not hit anybody else, or
No, it doesn't matter. Just
Okay.
as long as I can get all three in a 40-foot cube.
let's see. It looks close. Yeah, just barely.
Awesome. Then
Oh,
I
yeah.
am going to
They're literally right on the edges of it.
Yeah, what are you going to cast? It doesn't hit us.
slow if I can find it. Fuck, where did it go?
Oh.
Did it just disappear? I just lost slow. Where'd it go? There it is. Alright. So I'm going to use slow on all three of them.
Okay.
And the avatar has disadvantage
For what reason?
because Shan is directly behind him within
okay.
5 feet.
That's right. All right. Then disadvantage for his roll. Well, he dropped a 17, so he fails with a 10 for the avatar. One of the pacifiers here. The southernmost pacifier got a 16. What does he needed to beat? 16. Okay, so he succeeds. And the other pacifier... Oh, shit, I rolled disadvantage. Okay, I accidentally rolled disadvantage for all 3 of them. But 11, it's the pacifier that's in front of Norok failed, and the one at the south succeeded. So let me go ahead and put the effect on them. Okay, any bonus actions?
15, Shan is my bonus action. How high is this wall?
Oh, gotcha. 4 feet. So a little bit taller than you.
Shit. 15, 20... 30. Right, I guess I'll just go there.
Okay. Is that if your turn?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Then the avatar is going to shout, "Get back here. Don't let her..." He turns and shouts, "Don't let her escape." And he is going to... Actually, I don't think he needs to move. Hang on. Nope, does not need to move. You see him put his mace back. He's got a big, heavy mace, and he kind of hangs it off of his belt, and he holds a hand out, a heavily gloved, steel gauntleted mitt in Sarah's direction as Sarah's kind of running away towards the wall there. And
hang on. I think spells take 2 rounds with slow.
huh?
Slow does some weird shit.
It doesn't make spells take. They either get an action or a bonus action. They don't get both. It's not nothing makes 2 rounds, right?
Yeah, but I think it was they start to cast a spell, and then if they break concentration by the next round.
Okay. Okay, so it's
So they have
if a
to
creature
roll
attempts
to
to
see if it works.
it's if a creature attempts to cast a spell while casting time of 1 action, roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn. Okay, so roll a d20 real quick.
That spell's so
I actually forgot about that
fucking
part.
rough.
And he got a 1.
Yay.
No, hang on. So you guys, okay, read it closely.
Oh.
On a roll of d20, on an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the next round. Lower is good in this one case. Lower. That's basically the only time that a 1 is good, I guess. Maybe Fox needs to be a slow caster all the time.
Haha, it's not even a spell I have.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
That is funny.
30. He's within 30 feet, right?
Yeah. Just barely.
I'm going to make him re-roll. I'm going to use my reaction. And make him re-roll.
Okay.
Interesting way to use the
Damn it!
reaction.
Still succeeds. Yeah. Yeah, it's like so luck points, technically you can use them on I think with the halfling luck you still can. You definitely can with the regular luck feat. But anyway, he still barely gets it off. But he casts a something, it seems, in Sarah's direction. Becky, give me I think it's another Constitution save, actually. Let me double check real quick. If I can click the right spell. Am I blind? Oh, it's Charisma save. And it's a 19.
Oh, well, maybe. No.
Did you see what he casted?
No, it went up too fast.
Okay.
What did you do?
So, you guys see him holding a hand
shit.
out in Sarah's direction, and something, so the space around her collapses in on her, and she disappears.
Bye-bye.
It is Nazim's turn. Nazim, you just saw your new halfling friend running away after being teleported back, but running away from these zealots, and then he held a hand out towards her, and she's disappeared.
All right. Since I have this pacifier in front of me that just appeared, Nazim's just going to kind of look at him with just utter disdain and just call him a Grumbletonian fop doodle and just cast vicious mockery on him.
All right. Go ahead and click
I have a question. If I got banished, is Shan still there?
Oh no, yeah, concentration.
Well, She's not concentration.
She's not concentration,
But
and
slow is.
her slow is gone. Yeah, slow drops. But as far as her, she still has her task and will continue to do it until the other reasons for her to basically, if she gets killed or if her target dies, then she'll disappear. Yeah. There's no requirement that you're on the same plane of existence for Shan to stay there, so that's fine. But slow did drop, so you're no longer concentrating at least. Go ahead and click the button for Sako, in your character sheet there where it says Vicious Mockery. When you mouse over it, to the left of it, on the left side, you'll see a little dice, a little die icon. Click that, and that'll put it in the chat box. So you see it now in the chat box, right? So now that you have that, what I'm going to do is the target that you're trying to hit here. I'm going to click on him, and then you see where it says saving throw DC 17 Wisdom. I'm going to click that, and now it'll roll to see if he made his save. He got a 13, so he did not succeed. So go ahead and click the damage button now, where it says Vicious Mockery.
All right, normal.
Yep. All right. Why did I still have the saving throw below that? Oh, because you click, it's in the damage button, that's why. All right, so for 4 damage, and he is now has disadvantage, I think, on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its turn. Okay, so 4 damage to him and disadvantage. All right, that was your action. Any bonus actions?
Just like to take a step. Actually, I can't do a step back. You know what? No, I'm fine. I'm just going to kind of prepare myself.
Okay.
For if he does anything.
All right. Then that will bring us to one of the hounds. There are a pair of dogs. Norok, you can smell them even from where you're at. There are a couple of them that are in... Whoops. I need to turn the condition thingy off of here because some of these bars are way too big. There we go. Around the corner here. One of them rushes out just to... Oh, I didn't mean to have both of them.
I just like that. Moving in unison.
Yeah, I didn't mean to have the second one targeted. Rushes out, though, and starts to howl. He's just kind of head up in the air and howling. Norok, these are really common breed of dogs up in the mountains where your people are. They're one of your people's favorite breeds of dogs. Pogo, it is your turn.
Guys, seriously, this is just a big misunderstanding. And then I'm going to kind of put my hands in the air, pull out some incense and a little crystal with some phosphorus material, and I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern above the 2 guys and the hound in front of me. Mm-hmm. And so they will have to get a 17 Wisdom save.
All right.
Let me move that over a little bit. Come on.
You're trying to get the avatar in there too?
Yeah, I just accidentally let go.
No problem. I'll go ahead and target them real quick, and I'll roll the saves. DC 17, right?
DC 17.
Okay. Hound succeeds, the avatar succeeds, the pacifier failed.
Dang. And then I'm going to go ahead and cast my Spiritual Banjo as my bonus action.
Okay. Who are you trying to whack with it?
Oh, wait. No, it's not concentration. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put it up in front of the hound.
Okay. You can go drop it on there. I can do it for you if you want.
I can do it here in a moment.
All right.
Just going to put it right there. And then I'll see if it can go ahead and attack because the hound, it failed on the hound, right?
The hypnotic pattern failed on the hound, yes.
Cool. So I'll go ahead and roll.
Okay. With a 17, it does hit. Okay.
Oh, it did hit? I already did it?
Yep.
I wasn't sure if it went already.
Yeah, you got a 17 with the attack, so.
Cool. And then we'll hit damage. Bonk.
All right.
And then I'm going to risk the opportunity attack here from the guy in front of me. I'm going to just run kind of backwards through Norok. See, right up to about there.
Okay.
Just try to kind of get out of the way of everything that's going on. while I'm concentrating on hypnotic patterns. So I've currently got concentration. So you can roll to see if that guy would get to attack me.
With his flail.
He's just got to beat a 18. 16.
He got an 18. Yep.
18.
So
yeah,
successful. As you're fleeing and trying to run away from him, a massive chain of spiky chunks slam into your shoulder, into the elven chain you have there. But it's still a pretty decent hit for 15. You want to apply that to yourself?
Does do 15 or 18? No, 15. Okay.
15 damage. 18 was the attack. All right. Then we come to the other hound. Also comes running out, and you see, as soon as he comes out, he lifts his head up and starts to howl up at the air. Yeah, actually, we have to roll a concentration check for Pogo.
Oh, yeah, that's right. D20.
It's just a con save.
Oh, just a con save?
Yeah, but natural 20, so you succeeded anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. The hound, lifting its head up, starts to howl in the, I think it's 30 feet radius around here. 300 feet, jeez. DC 13 wisdom save from Norok. Nazim. I think Norok has advantage on being frightened, against being frightened, G, right?
I do too.
When I'm raged, I can't be frightened at all.
Okay, all right, then just Nazim, not Sarah. Nazim, Arteme, Sai, and Pogo.
And I get an advantage because I have Halfling Brave.
Okay.
Sorry, what am I rolling?
So for Sako too, but for all of you guys, it's just a DC 13 wisdom save. Sako, all you need to do is if you highlight yourself, so just click on yourself and you'll see that orange square. Mm-hmm. After you have yourself highlighted, click where it says that saving throw DC 13 wisdom in the chat box, and it'll roll it.
Damn it! Still failed with advantage.
Clicking on myself, I don't see that box.
You'll just see an orange box around yourself if you click on yourself.
An orange box around myself, but I don't see me in the chat window anywhere.
No, it won't be you in the chat window. But once you have yourself with that orange box, scroll up in the chat window, and you'll see where it says Baleful Baying, and then saving throw DC 13 Wisdom. Click that. There you go. All right, for a 23, so Nazim saves, Fox saves.
I failed.
Pogo's the only one that failed.
Oh, I just did it from, like, you know how you could click on your character and you have, like, the stuff at the top? I just did it from there.
Yeah, you don't have to click the button in the chat. Either way works. It's all the same.
Okay, perfect. Just checking.
Shortcut. Yeah, it's just an extra shortcut is all.
This one's easier for me.
Yep. And now Pogo is afraid of that dog there and can't approach any further. Okay. Now we come to the pacifier, who I didn't narrate this portion of it. As Pogo had casted up this kind of cloud of rainbow lights up above the group, this one pacifier kind of stood in place, and you see him kind of drop the mace to his side. It just clunks into the mud, splashing his boots, and he just kind of stands there looking up at this glowing cloud, just transfixed in space. He does not get another roll or anything, right, Justin?
He doesn't. As long as I hold it, he's just going to be fucking doing nothing unless someone uses their action to shake him out.
Okay. All right, then we come to Shan. Becky. So.
All right, so yeah, she's just going to attack.
Okay.
That's all she can do.
Oh, I guess you don't have her sheet, so let me go ahead and do that for you real quick.
Yeah. And then he.
By the way, guys, don't go under those lights.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, she's going to try to yank him to the ground then. All right.
Or
a
not.
20. No, 20 hits. She got a 20. That's a good size hit.
Oh, I thought that was his save.
No, that was his hit. Yeah, but he got a natural 20 on the save. So
yeah, a natural 20 on the save. Good roll.
Still a good hit. 13 damage to him.
Okay, that's it. That's all she can do.
All right, but he succeeds on the concentration. So then we come back to Fox. It is your turn.
I kind of just want to stay hidden for now. See how the next round plays out.
Okay.
By the way, if any of you guys want to drop your weapons at any time, feel free.
Were you saying that to them? Are you trying to get them to drop their weapons?
I mean, technically, I'm just yelling it out, but I would like to think that my peeps understand that I'm telling it to the other guys.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's outside the realm of possibility that you're not going to convince them by just shouting that in the distance.
Want an intimidation check?
No, I wouldn't even say that's pretty
I'm
much
literally
below.
hiding behind a
Yeah,
tree.
he's hiding. Yeah, like cowering in fear. Little 3-foot halfling. You guys should just go ahead and drop.
I'm just giving him the option here.
All right. The pacifier that's in front of now Norok and Nazim with a heavy maul is going to. Seeing the both of them seemingly in fear, it's to Norok's eyes, that's what he would expect in Norok's rage. He steps backwards to here. Oh, sorry, this is the one with the flail, not the maul. But he steps backwards to there, and you see him kind of reaching down, and again, he kind of puts the flail down at his side and reaches into his belt, and he pulls out something that looks like a folded, like a boomerang. That's called a boomerang of this kind of black shiny metal, and you see him throw it on the ground around the feet of where Sarah had been, literally where her shoe prints are still in the mud after she's disappeared. And he kind of throws it on the ground there, and then he holds his shield back up in front of him.
Did they already use their reactions, or do they get opportunity attacks?
Nope, they can.
He said
I
you
would say
can,
that
guys.
Yeah, Norok, actually, Arteme as well, peeking through there. Norok and Arteme, both of you would recognize the black metal that he used. Do you guys remember? Do you, as players, do you guys remember what he was doing? Do you understand what he's doing there?
Not particularly. That's going over my head right now.
Ben?
I don't know. Can't think of it.
The shackles that they used on you guys to keep you from being able to use any kind of magic when you were first kidnapped, the metal that he threw down there is a circle of that. It's like the shape of a boomerang that he kind of folded down and threw it down around where her feet were. And now she's not there, but it basically throws it into the mud around where her feet were. And it was having that kind of similar shimmering blackness to it, like black with a.
Oh, okay, magic canceling. Okay. Yeah.
It's called a Tatterall, by the way.
Okay, then I'm gonna see if I can hit that dumbass when he moves for an opportunity attack.
21 will hit. All right, for 12 damage. Can you Great Weapon Master on a reaction?
I don't think so. I think it's just my first attack, my first regular melee attack of the round, I think is the only thing that I can Great Weapon.
All right, but you didn't say it anyway, so you wouldn't get it in this case.
No, it would have been too late, but I don't think I can.
All right, cool. All right, just making sure. All right, then that is it for his turn. He's still just kind of holding his shield up there. It is your turn now, G.
Okay. I am going to... keep smashing on this, dude. And wait a minute, actually, is that where he threw the shackles down?
Oh, sorry. Hang on, G. Sorry. Nazim would have had a reaction there, too, if you chose to.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I was going to ask for that reaction is just a swing of the fist, or can I use a cantrip? Because I was just sitting there waiting.
Yeah, you would need. There's specifically.
Did we not give him a weapon?
You've literally never seen him use a weapon.
Okay, go to your spell book and then click reaction, and you'll see what spells you have.
Reaction spells, yeah.
Well, so specifically, this is
Warcaster.
Yeah, specifically to be able to cast a spell as a reaction, as an opportunity attack, requires a feat called Warcaster. Peter had that, so that's probably what you're thinking of, Sako. But yeah, to be able to, so you need Warcaster for that, which I don't think you have. No, you did take it. Never mind.
Yeah, I did take it.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, he has Warcaster. So yeah, so in that case, yes, you can cast a spell as a reaction.
Okay, I can cast a cantrip.
Yep.
Right, I was looking at Warcaster, but I took Virtual Caster instead.
Yeah, they're both really good.
I like casting ritual stuff so I don't have to have them as my spells.
Yeah, especially good for a druid, for that matter.
So as the pacifier is running away to the left, I just shake my head at him and cast an Eldritch Blast, but through my fingers, just limp-wristedly holding my hands out as if I'm not putting any effort into it. Pointing both arrays, specifically in his head.
Okay. You're not going to use your glove? You don't need to.
I can only use that once per rest, I think, right?
Once per day, yeah.
Once per day, yeah, no.
Okay. All right, go ahead and click Eldritch Blast.
Okay, gotcha.
What did you say, G?
Is one white Michael Jackson glove?
It is one glove. He does have one glove that looks very strange, and the other one is he has another glove in his other hand, but it's not. They don't match. This one glove looks very weird, and the leather doesn't look like anything you've seen before. First blast definitely hits Sako, so go ahead and click the damage for that one. Okay, 7 damage from the first black lightning bolt, zapping him into the face, and you see it kind of passing through this metal helmet that he's wearing. He's kind of jittering in place as it shocks him. Go ahead and click the attack button again on that Eldritch Blast for the second bolt. 18 will also hit. Go ahead and click the damage button again. Hit. So 6 more damage, but still, I mean, it's still 13 damage done to him for a cantrip, and that wasn't even on your turn, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, now we come to Norok then.
When he dropped those shackles, was it in the space in front of him? I mean, right in front of his feet?
No, he threw it to his left. So he threw it into the space where... So you guys can see Becky's icon there that I just have it kind of shimmering. She's not actually there. Like, she's completely gone, but that's where he threw it in a circle around where her feet prints are in the mud from the rain.
And when I put Great Weapon Master on, that's the one that toggles on and off, right? I don't have to hit it every time, or do I?
No, the macro does, but the one that you clicked at least last time is just the info button for it. But don't worry about it; I can just do it for you manually as long as you tell me ahead of time that you're going to use it, and then I'll make a new macro for you.
And I will also use Reckless on this too.
Okay. Becky, you're coming up next.
Okay.
Not that you have a lot of options right now, but...
Well, I mean, try to figure out where the hell I ended up.
Yep.
If only Peter was here right now.
Because I stay on this plane, because I'm from this plane, right?
Well, until the spell ends, you're basically in a intermediary plane, and then if the spell ends, you come back.
It's not even that. It basically it sends you to a different plane. It doesn't specify which. It doesn't have to be any. Yeah.
Oh,
it's not a pocket dimension. It is. Huh?
I thought it sent you back to your original plane, and if you're from there, it was just a random location.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. So, well, it is. It's a random. No. It's a random plane that it sends you to. Okay. So if you, the idea is that if you use it on an elemental, it sends them back to the plane that they're from. But if you use it on anybody else, it sends them to a random plane that they're not from, essentially.
Oh, okay.
If they're on their native
elementals, demons, celestials.
Yeah, anything from another plane, exactly. Was that intended to be advantage, G? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, because I used Reckless and I forgot that. I didn't know if it was going to automatically roll advantage, so I didn't hit shift. So that's why I rolled
twice. Okay.
You're fine.
It's okay, but you can always roll twice. No biggie.
Yeah, it didn't hurt. I just wanted to make sure that that's what it was. Yeah, well, I was making sure that it wasn't your second hit, is what you were trying. Okay, all right. So with a 26, that hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
And then I'll Reckless that, yeah.
All right, so
Great Weapon after that.
Great Weapon, yeah. That's plus 10 there then. He is looking pretty hurt. You bring the sword back down in the same open wound that you had managed to grab between the shoulder pauldron and his arm, where it just has cleaved through the chainmail beneath, and his pouring blood down his right arm. It is still... Oh, you still have a second attack.
Yeah, since it was this round when I hit him with my opportunity attack, right? So that means I've hit him twice in this round with the sword.
You know, it's
Does it work that way? Or
does turn, they can choose to expend twice within a single turn. It does not specify. That's how I wrote it. I meant it to be on your turn.
Do you want to make it that way? Because that's only fair, dude. I mean,
no. I didn't. What I'm saying is, so rounds and turns not the same thing. It was his turn when you hit him because he ran away.
Yeah. Okay.
So your turn now. You've hit him one time. I intended it to be the whole round, but I wrote it, as turn, which honestly would be a little bit overpowered if it was round. But if you get your second attack here, then you will get the. If the second attack hits, then you'll still get it.
Like 2 overpowered. Son of a bitch.
Oh, no, wait, how far away am I?
Well played.
How far away am I?
Are you going to use your reaction?
Save me a little bit.
I'm going to use my reaction.
You're within range. You're within range. Exactly 30.
I'm within range? So yeah, I'm going to use my reaction.
It starts here. It starts in front of you, so he's exactly 30 feet.
Okay. So I'm going to use my reaction to cancel that out and be like, do it again, buddy! Don't worry!
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
As he's shivering in fear. 13 will not hit,
darn.
though.
We tried.
Or just keep sucking. Fine.
Bites the good shit on me.
Through the helmet, you can see fear beginning to set in, and he's kind of surrounded by the two of you. But he does not seem willing to leave the steel, the kind of black iron that is in the ground there. Bonus action, G?
No,
Actually, that is going to be it for me, and I'll just stay where I am too.
All right. Then we come to Sarah, and Sarah, if I can find where my buttons are again. The plane that you've appeared in is a strange one to you. This is a place you've never seen. You don't recognize the energy here, but you are standing on a endless and featureless cracked plane, like a desert, like a cracked earth desert kind of a plane, and a completely featureless. There's no mountains in the distance. There's no trees, nothing. It is just an endless void of this just kind of cracked earth, kind of grayish colored ground, and nothing in the sky in any direction. No features. Let's say no clouds, no sun, nothing. It is kind of just a sourceless ambient light all the way around you. You don't recognize necessarily this plane, but all around you, the only things you can see, in fact, are what look like kind of bluish ghosts almost, and they're flying in all random directions. And because there are no features behind them, it's really kind of hard to discern distance. You can't really tell how far away some of these are, but you can see them all clearly as if they were right in front of you, even though you can tell that they, some are smaller than others and therefore seem like they must be further away, unless they're just, very small rocks. But as far as, around all of you, you see them in kind of every possible direction as you're kind of looking up, looking, left and right, all the way around. A few slow and kind of turn and look in your direction and then kind of turn back the way that they were going and resume flying off the way that they were. They're flying up and down too. They're not just walking on the ground. They're literally flying in all directions around you. But they seem to be mostly disinterested with you. After the span of, let's say, this 6 seconds, by the end of it, you recognize that these look exactly like the ghost Jared that you guys had worked with previously. Yeah. The unseen servant, you remember?
Yeah.
These look just like him. They're all kind of faceless, featureless, but kind of a vaguely humanoid shape with this kind of vague blue glow. And like I said, they just seem mostly disinterested with you and then immediately going about whatever business they previously had, although you can't see what that business might even be because there just isn't anything around you. And that is it for your turn.
Oh, I don't get to do anything?
You do not. Until concentration is broken, you are... Well, sorry. No, sorry. You are there. You absolutely can do something, yes. Sorry, I didn't... Yeah, I didn't mean to jump out of whatever action you might have. You can't roll to break it, is what I meant.
No,
you can
that's fine.
Eat a sandwich or something.
I'm going to cast Shadow Skin.
Okay.
And see if they react at all.
Okay. They do not. You surround yourself in this purplish glow. Okay. Same thing. They kind of, some slow and stop and look at you, but no, they don't react any further than that, it seems.
Okay. Then as my bonus action, I'm bringing up Shadow Knife.
Okay.
But I can't do anything with it yet. I'm just having it ready. So hopefully when my next turn comes around and I'm back where I'm supposed to be. Oh, whoops, that wasn't supposed to roll. Then I can throw it at someone.
All right. Then as you surround yourself in this purplish kind of demonic glow, you see your arm extend out to where the Shadow Knife would be. Still looking around, still don't see anything happening. That it for your turn?
Yep, just gonna keep an eye on some ghosts and hopefully I come back soon.
Right. Then we will jump back to the Avatar. The Avatar still standing there, arms still extended, having just sent Sarah out to whatever new place this is going to immediately spin around at the creature that is now attacking it, and is going to, let's see. I think he's just going to try to whack away at Shan with his maul. And rolls really awful. Her AC is better than 10, I assume, right? Yeah, it's a 14.
Yeah.
Okay, second attack. Second attack hits. That's a 22.
Yeah.
For 9 damage to Shan, and then third attack.
Jeez.
An 11 also doesn't hit, so only one of them for 9 damage total to Shan.
These are some pretty strong racists.
Yeah.
9 damage. There we go.
I have a question.
It is.
Can Sarah feel Shan still?
I would
feel that
say.
she's still in the other plane?
Yeah, because the bond that you have is supposed to be kind of widespreading. Let's say I would say that you would still know that she is up and active. Yes.
Okay.
Because she's not on Sorcano, which you would know. So. All right, that brings us back to Nazim.
All right, Nazim will slowly float just a little bit back while maintaining eye contact the entire time with the pacifier.
Okay.
And slowly raise both hands up, similar to the Baphomet statue, and fire both Eldritch blasts to the groin specifically.
Right.
Maintaining eye contact the entire time in just the most creepy way.
All right. Go ahead and click the attack. 15 will. I don't think that hits. Let me see. No, it does not. He's at a 16 AC. So go ahead and click the attack button again. See if the second bolt hits. That will definitely hit. Okay, go ahead and roll the damage. All right, another 12 damage to him.
Nice.
He's certainly bloodied by a good bit. He's not looking good, especially now being zapped in the balls by black lightning. Any bonus actions, Nazim?
At this time, I'm just going to keep an eye out on the hounds and the avatar, just kind of keeping my eyes out to the distance, preparing for anything.
Okay. Then we will come to the first hound there. This is not the one that howled, by the way. It is going to, you see him kind of sit down on his haunches and then leap in Norok's direction, trying to...
Out of curiosity, did either of the hounds get hit by the hypnotic pattern, or did they both save?
I think only one of them was in it, right?
Oh, okay.
I only
Cool.
rolled it for the orange
That's right.
one, and the only
I
thing,
think one was inside still or something.
yeah, well, the orangish one was definitely in it, and he saved.
Got it.
And the pacifiers failed, yeah. But he leaps in Norok's direction for a bite. For a 19, I assume that hits G.
Yep.
Okay. 25 damage, which actually is cut in half because of your rage. There we go.
Added damage.
That is it for his turn. It is Pogo's turn.
All right, well, I'll keep that up since one of them is just staring at it. I will use my bonus action first to move my banjo up to the guy next to Norok. And I will go ahead and roll to hit with my banjo. I'll just click this again to make it easy. Womp. So that does not hit. I take it. Hello? The 12?
12 does not hit.
Yeah. So then I will use my normal action. See, I'm still holding concentration.
I hate to be the person to do this, but does he still have the little fairy around his head?
It's been a couple more days. No?
No, well, it was a week total, and you had 4 days left the last time I looked at it,
Okay.
which is the end of the 5th day now. So you do. The concentration, yeah.
All right, let me roll 20.
Sorry.
No, that's fair. I just kind of assumed it was gone. I don't remember the numbers. I just rolled a 13 for the D20.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up to look in it's in your effects there, the distracting pixie.
Oh, is it in my effects? Oh, neat.
Oh, I didn't put the details in there, but let me grab it real quick. Sorry.
Oh, I'm afraid of the dog too. So do I have to use my action?
Only if you.
to
No,
run
that's
away?
only if you. No.
Okay.
That's not, you just can't move any closer to it. That's all.
Got it.
10 or under, the spell would break. The girl,
Okay.
the giggling would break it. So
Now,
you're still
do I roll it every turn?
good. Anytime you're holding concentration, yeah.
Perfect. All right, works for me. Okay, so fuck it then. I'm going to cast guiding bolts.
Okay, yeah. You didn't lose concentration. I just wanted to clarify.
No, still have it. So the one guy still. So I'm going to go ahead and cast guiding bolt on. I probably can't see the other guy well enough. I'm going to cast it on the big dog.
That's by Norok.
That is biting Norok.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast it at. You know what? I'm very annoyed. So I'm going to cast it at level 3.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold my. Oh, wait, no. I'm going to cast it at level 1 and hold my lithic stone to myself.
Okay.
Let's see if it hits.
It does.
Cool.
All right,
Yeah,
17.
good roll.
The
To the dog, and then I regain that in my health, right?
you regain the amount of damage that actually is done. I'm going to go ahead
okay.
and say you can go ahead and have this 17 because I don't think I specified that before. But if I need to change that, he didn't have 17 health left, is what I'm saying.
Oh, the dog?
You send a bolt at the
Did we
the
attack the
Balehound.
dog?
Yeah, he was already injured.
I didn't even realize he was injured.
Who hit
Oh, that's
him?
fine. Fuck him.
I think Sarah hit him, maybe? I don't know. Somebody hit him already. He only had 3 health left. So,
Oh,
but,
that's okay.
But anyways,
No, I think that's better. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it the way with like that. So,
that's
3 back.
because I didn't specify, you can go ahead and use the 17. I don't care.
Yeah, we're sure.
He is the hound still latched on to Norok's left elbow. You hit it with this glowing ball of radiant energy, and it hits him square in the ribs, and he just collapses off into the mud, skidding into the dirt a little bit, and then stops, not moving.
Was that the one that scared me, or was it the other
It
asshole?
was the other one, yeah.
Ah!
The one that's actually around the corner that you can't really see because of the tree in the way.
And let's see here. I'm gonna use my action to fucking run behind this wall,
Okay.
or my movement, I should say,
okay.
to run behind the wall, and that is it for my turn.
All right. Then we come to the other hound, who is going to charge also at Norok. He's really the only nearby target that he can see. So similarly, runs 10 feet, and then you see him kind of lean down on his haunches and then leap through the air to bite at Norok.
Oh, I was also, as a free action, I was gonna yell, "Make sure to leave one of these assholes alive!"
19 again, so that'll still hit, I assume. Norok's AC didn't change since the last bite. For another 23, cut in half again.
God, these guys will fuck up anyone but Norok. I would have been like at 20% my health if I had been bitten by these fucking dogs.
Well, they also, these guys, okay, so I'll put it this way. You guys seeing one of them out of the fight with that hypnotic pattern, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Because these guys can hit really hard, so...
Let's see if I can hold it for another round.
Yeah, so that guy is still standing. It was his turn just now, but he's still standing there just kind of looking up at these glowing lights. It is Shan's turn. Becky, he's just going to bite, or she's just going to bite at the Avatar?
Yep.
All right.
Try and pull him down.
13. 13 will not hit.
Misto.
And we come back to Fox.
Alright, I'll help out. I'll turn
3
back.
rounds in.
Yeah, I'll turn back, which will be my bonus action.
Okay.
Just pop up right next to the fucking guy on the other side of the fence. What's up, bitch?
Yeah, more or less. So I'm gonna move. Is there a crack over here? No, there isn't. Okay, so I'm gonna move through the crack and pop up here.
Okay.
Oh, I can't do that. Okay.
I think you can. I just did it for you. But I just clicked the restore for you.
No, it's not the restore I was looking for. It was moving myself, between Sarah and Norok.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Like here?
Yes, thank you.
Yep, there you go. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a wall there, so... But I can move you past it.
Have we not learned anything about grouping together? Is this am I the only one that's doesn't
You're
like
still pretty
grouping
grouped.
together?
If he has something AoE and hits Nazim, it would probably hit
I'm
you
at
too.
least behind a 4-foot wall. At least got that.
Yeah, 3-foot guy standing by the 4-foot wall.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna throw it at him.
All right. He still standing there, kind of bleeding profusely down his right arm, having been cleaved at by Norok and shocked with black electricity by Nazim, doing 11 more damage to him. You see him kind of slump forward. He's still breathing, like breathing heavily, but he kind of falls forward, left arm with his shield, kind of plants the shield into the mud, and is kind of using that to hold himself up, where his right arm is just kind of hanging limply from his shoulder, just breathing heavily in the rain in the mud, like he's near falling, and at least passing out, maybe. Any bonus actions? Oh, bonus action was to revert, right?
Yeah, it was to revert.
Okay. All right. Then that brings us to Sai.
She's gonna stay there for now.
Remember,
She's safe
guys,
over
we
there.
don't have to kill everybody we meet.
She's gonna move a bit farther away to like be safe over here.
I don't know any of the history behind these guys, so I'm not really keen on just fucking murdering them.
That's true.
Okay,
Yeah.
they're prejudiced people who use magic, but what I'm telling you is they're prejudiced people that use magic but condemn other magic.
They use specific kinds of magic and are fine with that. They are not fine with other kinds. Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
but that's still the point, is
Yeah.
they use magic, but they condemn other magics that they don't understand or think
There's
unnatural.
a lot of different levels of prejudice, many of which do not require murder.
True, but okay, it's...
That's all
okay.
I'm saying.
But this,
Like, are
in
these
this
like
case...
people who like have bullhorns and signs, or are these just people going out fucking?
Okay, in
slaughtering
this
folks?
case, this is people killing people who use magic they don't condone because they think it's unnatural. So
no
it's kill them or
trials,
let
no-
them kill me. Yes,
So
basically.
it's not trials, not arresting. They just fucking straight up murder folk.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Pogo still doesn't know that, but you guys can describe it to me later.
I will be right back.
Pacifier- All right, Fox. The pacifier down in the mud, literally just leaning into the shield straps on his shield to kind of keep from falling face first into the mud. Kind of turns his head sideways up at Arteme after she just burned him, and she says, "Just get it over with, knife ear." And then you see him kind of reach down with the limp right arm that he has, and kind of tries to touch the black steel, the black iron rather, that is in the mud, and that is it for his turn. He's not actually trying to attack. Nork, it is your turn.
Okay.
The guy in front of you is down on his knees, like looks like he's about to die, probably, or at least pass out, and has just told you to get it over with. He actually said it to Arteme, called her a knife ear, but you presume his racial hatred is also applying to you.
God, that's like a racist slur that you should just fucking own because it sounds so badass.
Try to knife ear. Okay.
Glib glop.
Actually, can I do a free action to ask Arteme if she wants to do it herself, or if she minds if I do?
Yeah. Fox said she'd be AFK for a second, so...
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay. Well, then, I can do, even if my target's not dead, I can do one attack on one target and one on the other, right? Or do I have to?
Yeah.
Unless it,
No, it doesn't
okay.
have to be the same target.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm actually going to face
You're
this
back,
way
guys.
and whack the dog for my first attack, actually.
Okay. Yeah, he just latched into that same wound on your shoulder and then fell back into the mud. He's quite tall, like he's a very large species, but he comes up to, like midsection or so for you, his head.
So I'm just going to roll up the newspaper and whack him on the nose with it as hard as I can.
The rolled up newspaper being your sword of stolen hours?
Yeah, I'll just roll some newspaper around it. Like paper mache style.
Alright.
Alright.
The rain will go real well with that.
It's not going to last long. Better hit fast. Okay. Reckless again.
Okay.
Ooh.
That will hit. Oh, fuck. Alright, well, natural 20. That dog's fucked.
Later, dude.
That is more than enough, especially with it being a crit, and your Great Whip Master on top of it. The dog who had just bit into your elbow is kind of on his haunches and growling up at you as you bring the sword down through its face, cleaving its head easily in half as it kind of just splashes down into the mud. It is no longer moving.
Is that automatically, not that it needed it, but that does add in the new somewhat new brutal critical die, right? Does that automatically Was that in there?
Yes, that was 5.
It rolled. Doesn't matter if it's 5. But just
it rolled 5d6. Yeah, so it did.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Fox, are you back?
Yep.
Okay. I was going to ask you, would you like to finish off the Juthran dude kneeling down that was racist towards you, or would you like me to?
I think she went AFK before I said that. So the priest, the pacifier that's in front of you that you just burned, Fox, he is collapsed in the mud and just breathing heavily, but he's kind of using his shield to keep himself from falling face first into the mud. And he kind of turned his head up and looked at you through the eye slits in his helmet, and he said, "Just finish it, knife ear," calling you a knife ear, racist term. And then Norok was about to kill him, and then asked you if you wanted to finish him off.
Go for it. I don't really care.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to whack this guy. Hey. I don't know. Maybe not.
13 will... Well, you know what? Actually, you have advantage because one, he's prone and he's not moving. So go ahead and roll that again. Okay. Well, with 2 natural 20s now, you had a natural 20 in the dog and natural 20 in this guy. Go ahead and roll the damage for it, but you also note that when you bring the blade down on him, he's kind of... Well, do you have any specific way that you want to do it, G?
I'm just gonna... No, actually I don't think so. I'm just gonna make sure that he's looking right at me, and if he's not, I'm gonna, pull his head up a little bit to where he looks right at me, and then I'm gonna, point like Babe Ruth style to the top of his head, and then I'm gonna take the sword and get his head in half.
Alright.
Pogo's gonna kind of like pull himself a little bit up over the thing to watch this, and just be like, "What the?"
Well, as you're peeking up over the stone wall here, literally kind of having to pull yourself up a little bit because you're just a little bit too short, you see Norok going with a baseball-wide swing with his great sword, and the top half of this helmet, and presumably the brain and head that was inside, goes flipping end over end through the air, just spraying a massive gout of blood across the crops in the across the other side of the wall that you're staring over.
I'll find you, Maggie.
Is it from a baseball movie or something? I don't know what that is.
Something like that.
The body, having absorbing some of the impact through the helmet, the body just kind of falls over to the right side, splashes into the mud, just pouring blood from now the arm and the head. He is very much dead. And Norok, as you cleave this blade through him, you see the kind of heart. The chunk of heart that is in the decorative heart that is in the hilt of the blade begins to glow like a dim red, and now as you're staring at it, seeing this body bleed out, the heart is kind of pulsing and beating. The one in the sword.
I cannot remember the guy's name from Walking Dead to save my life.
Though you cut out just at the very end there. The heart on the sword did what, G? I'm sorry.
You see this kind of dim red glow start to emanate in the center of the heart, in the hilt of your sword, of the Sword of Stolen Hours, and it's beating. It's kind of pulsing inside there.
Ridiculous. All right.
It is Sarah's turn.
And that will be it. My turn. Yeah.
All right.
Right, so I'm holding my action for throwing the shadow knife whenever I reappear, hopefully.
Okay.
Because it lasts for a minute.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... So I recognize them as looking like Jared, right?
The not looking as... Oh, Glenn? Is that the guy you're talking about?
Is that what we're talking about?
Well, the baseball guy... I remember the guy that died was Glenn. The baseball guy... The baseball bat is Negan, yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, sorry. So you not specifically Jared, in that they all look like Jared. They look the same. They don't have features enough to be able to differentiate one from another.
All right, so I'm just gonna be like, Jared, you out there? Hello?
You don't get a response. No.
Right.
No response. They do. I would say that when you start shouting, that a lot of them that you can see kind of slow and then look at you again, and then kind of turn back in the direction they were going and continue their flight.
Are they all going in the same direction?
Nope, they're all going in every random direction. Some of them are even going straight down into the dirt, and then disappear.
damn it. Alright, I'm just gonna stand here.
Okay. All right, then now we come to the Avatar. Like, nobody's bothered trying to break this guy's concentration, so Sarah's just been gone. Not that you necessarily know, but I would say that most of you probably have an idea of how spells work, but...
Wait.
What?
I forgot to roll again after my last turn.
Oh, okay. That will not do...
And I didn't get it, so he's no longer... at the end of my turn, I lost my concentration.
Yeah, so the other guy is no longer hypnotic.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll take that off. The Avatar, still trying to deal with this hound that is on his heels, is seeing that one of his his pacifiers, the people in his charge, has just fallen, is going to turn and try to shirk himself away from Shan as a bonus action. He is disengaging as a bonus action and is going to run charging at Norok with his maul held up in the air and take 3 swings at Norok.
I'll use my reaction on the first one to
Okay.
travel
He-
with endurance or whatever-
you know-
whatever it is.
Hang on, let's see. I don't, because he probably,
Oh, was he not with
Yeah.
melee range?
well, he will be.
I wasn't. Sorry.
He's
Okay.
actually going for Arteme, because Arteme seems like an easier target, and he can have his shield up in your direction while he's trying to cleave at Arteme. Shit, that's not a very good tactical decision either. Because hitting Norok he's not sure that that's going to do much good, but that does put him kind of.
Well, what's he
surrounded by
trying to
Nazim.
hit me by?
With a maul, but I think he's actually going to go over here instead, because he doesn't want to be surrounded by Nazim, Arteme, and Norok all at the same time.
A maul is a weapon, right? Not a spell.
Yeah, it's a weapon. It's like
Okay.
a heavy hammer, like a big club.
My only reaction is against spells.
Yep, not in this case. A 19 will hit.
It's also a place you can go buy clothing or other things.
Wrong kind of ball. Alright, that is 11 damage cut in half, G, so 6. For his first hit.
Okay.
Oh, my armor thing still isn't fixed.
I forgot to fix it actually, Fox. So your AC is still 16, just remember that it's still 16.
I just changed the number?
I tried, and it keeps resetting again. So there's an add-on thing that allows me to have like effects, so if you equip the armor, it automatically changes it, and if you unequip it, it would take it off. And for some reason, it's working for everybody else, but it's not working for your character. So
Oh, it let me change it.
yeah, but it might be just if you close it and bring it back up. But either way, it keeps resetting when I refresh or if I move you to like another scene. But it's fine for now. Either way, it doesn't like the number on there. We know what it actually is. The number on there is just for reference anyway.
Oh yeah, it does just rechange back. Okay.
Yeah. Norok standing there, your left elbow still kind of pointing this guy's direction after you've just recovered from bringing the sword back. He brings them all down, just bringing it into that smashed up elbow from the 2 dog bites. The first swing smashes square through it, and then he brings it right back up again and hits you in the ribs with his second swing misses, and then his third swing smacks you in the ribs for a total of 13 damage. 12 damage total.
Can I use my reaction?
Yep.
Okay. So it's... Okay, so I roll a d12 for the damage reduction, right? And then I hit it back
Yeah, for your-
as a reaction. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
for your tribal endurance.
It's D12 plus 3.
Yeah, your con modifier. Alright, 6 more.
Whack him.
Plus 6, bring you to 68. 17 will hit. For 10 damage to him. And he will need to make a concentration check.
Okay.
All right, Norok. After he's kind of just wailing away at you with this maul, you kind of jump back, missing a swing, and then bring the sword down in kind of a stabbing motion into his neck, jabbing through the collarbone and out the back of his shoulder. You yank the blade free, and he kind of stumbles in place there for a moment, just long enough to lose his concentration on the spell. You then see just over your right shoulder the very little Sarah reappear in shadow form for just a half second, and then the shadow form drops, and you see the black iron circle that it was around her feet snap up around like a bear trap and snap onto her ankles.
Shit.
And that was his turn. You used your reaction. Were you going to do the retort? Oh, I guess that was your retort attack, wasn't it? G? That's part of the reaction? Okay. All right, then now we come to Nazim. Sarah, your arm disappears along with the shadow knife as well. With the Otata roll.
She's gonna be like, shit!
But you're back. I mean, there's that, so...
How tall is that wall that I'm right next to? Is it a short wall or?
Yeah, it's like a half. Yeah, like 4 feet. Yeah,
perfect. All right, then Nazim will move over here, and as he moves behind, there you go.
Like there, there's a wall there, so I can move you. Go ahead.
Gotcha. As he moves behind Sarah, I'll just quietly mumble under my breath, "I can cut that leg off if you need me to."
Okay.
I already lost an arm. I don't need to
then
lose a leg.
I'm going to just lift up, a few inches off the ground like I normally float, raise my hands, and cast Infestation on the avatar.
Okay.
So time to itch, time to move.
Okay, then you guys see a cloud of small black and green bugs flying out from Nazim's hands and enveloping the avatar here. It is DC 17 con save. A natural 20.
Ooh.
So the bugs, although they're surrounding him, he's kind of just flailing away from the stab that Norak just jabbed into his shoulder, and he kind of disperses them by knocking them away, coupled with the wind and the rain and the fog. They kind of disperse around him. Does it do anything on a success?
If I succeeded, then he moves in a random direction and takes damage.
But nothing.
If they
on
succeed,
But if they succeed, nothing.
nothing. Okay. Yeah, that's generally the case for cantrips anyway. So, okay. That if your turn, any bonus actions?
Nope. Just looking very upset about the situation.
Okay. You do notice that he took note of you. Remember, he thought you were just a farmer, but then you start floating off the ground and zapping people with electrical bolts and shit like that. He now recognizes clearly that you're not a typical innocent farmer, let's say. Logo's turn.
All right. Well, can I use a free action to just yell out, "Hey, guy! Seriously, just drop your weapons, and you don't have to have the same thing happen to your friends." And then I'm gonna come out here to where I can see the wall. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I see through these people to see the Lutheran?
No, not really.
Okay.
Norak is too big that he'd be kind of obscuring. Basically, you could make a shot, but if you miss, it's going to hit Norak.
Okay. If I went to
You actually would have had a better shot when you first came around the corner.
Tell you what, this is what I'm gonna do.
Right around the corner, you can get a good shot at him there.
I'm just going to go ahead and use my acrobatic self to fucking jump up onto this, fucking pull myself and
Sure.
balance beam it up on top of this wall. I'm just gonna stand on top of the wall.
Okay, go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Blam!
Yep. With a flourish and a kind of pirouetting leap, you flip through literally forward front flip up 4 feet somehow onto the ledge there, almost slipping just a little bit because the rocks are wet, and then kind of right yourself standing on the top of the rocks there.
Okay. I am going to use my banjo to attack him first as my bonus action.
Okay. That was half your movement, by the way, to jump. So.
Yep. Oh, I'm just hanging out up here. Don't consume that. Go ahead and do that. See if that hits. Damn you, Banjo.
Banjo's just letting you down today.
Really is. And then for my action, I am going to... Actually, I'm going to try to cast Suggestion on the Juthrin avatar.
Okay.
Yeah, it's concentration, so I'll roll a d20 to see if I... Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and roll a d20 to see if I can do it.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and cast that. DC 17 Wisdom save, and my suggestion
He failed.
is. Oh shit! Well, let's see if I actually
Yeah,
get
that's true.
keep it now. That
Afraid.
no. So I try to
Well, it's
cast
not a
it.
1. Never mind. I was going to say you could re-roll, but
No.
it's only 1s. Yeah.
Nope. So it just. Just kidding.
What were you trying to suggest? What was the word?
Oh, I was
It's
gonna
a
say-
1 word, isn't it?
Actually, suggestion. I think I can do a couple. Let me double check that. Sentence or two.
Yeah, sentence or 2. Yeah.
So I'm going to put my hands out and I'm going to say, "Hey, Juthrin, why don't you drop your weapons and disrobe your clothes?"
Okay. He is basically ignoring you. Doesn't feel the effect.
Or not. And then I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of, instead of doing it all neatly, I'm just gonna kind of plop back down on the other side.
Oh, disappointed.
Yeah,
His
a little
shoulders
sad.
slumped. Yeah. All right.
And that's and then I'm gonna move just 5 more feet to the side, just so I'm in a little slightly different spot. And that's it.
All right. Now the pacifier to the south then is going to, let's see, how far can he get? Yeah, is going to run behind Norok, trying to get Norok somewhat surrounded, and then seeing that there's other hostile over here, is going to try to smack at Arteme with the heavy maul. It is 3 attacks. 16, which it goes to the runner, so that does hit. So first attack hits. 22 will hit.
How you doing over there,
25 will
Norok?
Jeez.
These guys, I'm going to go ahead and, you haven't seen him because this guy was pacified, but it's a pretty good size hit. So for 3 of them in a row, it's 3d6 is 9d6 to Arteme here.
Oh, so attacking Arteme, not Norok. Got it.
Oh, god damn it. I rolled it on the same thing. I didn't realize it was going to overwrite what was already there. It was 12, 17. Did anybody see what the first one was?
10
No.
10, 12, 17? All right.
on all.
And you
Arteme?
don't have any, on Arteme, you don't have any resistances or anything like that. Do you have a reaction or anything of that sort that you wanted to use, Fox?
My only reaction is first spell.
Right. Him, as he comes running around behind Norok, he actually almost bumps Norok with his shield as he brings his heavy maul down on you, and just hit after hit after hit, just clubbing away. You're easily seeing stars. You are vaguely aware that Sarah has reappeared next to you in the midst of this, but you're just being hit over and over and over again by this heavy hammer for 39 damage. Do you remember how to apply it? You want me to do it?
Got it.
Okay. You didn't have concentration up on anything, did you?
No.
I'll have to look
Not
at that.
that I
Maybe
know.
that add-on thinks you guys do. I'll go in and check the settings for him. That's it for his turn, though. It is Shan's turn.
She's just gonna run up behind the guy
Okay.
and start attacking him. Now, does Shan being behind him mean that it's flanking, so Norok gets a +2 when he attacks?
Yeah, well, she will too. She'll get a +2 on it also with Norok on the other side. Yeah, I mean, she's near enough to the other side of him, basically, to be the proper diametrically opposed spot here. So, well, you're back now. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
I still can't.
Yeah,
do it.
yeah. You being on a different plane of existence was not why you couldn't roll Shan's attacks before. All right, 4. Well, natural 1. So
Wait.
Wait.
5. Oh, you're right there. Never mind. You're good.
Can I use my reaction, or is that magic?
no, her
he's
bite
too
is a
far
regular
away,
physical
yes.
attack. Yeah, you
No,
still
no,
can.
but
Oh,
the
no,
thing
no,
is,
you're
I used to re-roll.
No, so magic would specifically be spells, or spell like your sorcery points. Those would
Okay.
well, if you use them for spells, let's say in that case, then that would be spell as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, not to make her reroll. So you're gonna have her reroll.
Yep, just do
Okay.
it. I got nothing else I can do right now.
All right. Well, she got a 4, so for a total of 11
Jesus.
with the +2 from flanking, still unsuccessful, unfortunately. That brings us to Arteme.
Alright, I'm gonna sneak in a green bladed slash.
Okay. Who are you whipping with it? The guy that's just clubbing at you?
Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna move over
Okay.
here.
If you move there, he's going to get an opportunity attack.
Right, just where I was.
You can move right in front of him, where you know, one south of where you're at now, if you wanted.
You can kind of loop around him.
Yeah, or around behind him, either way. Actually, if you did move,
walk around him.
if you move to the right side of him, then you would have a +2 on the attack because of Norok.
Sure, I'll do that then.
Okay.
My braided green lash is not showing up though.
In your inventory?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yep. Oh, good hit. That definitely hits. So you looping around him, pulling the lash free, you kind of almost punching him with it. It's almost, too close of a range to actually be a whip. But you see that the tail end of the whip kind of snaps around his neck and beginning to choke him. As the end of it kind of sticks out the pinkish tongue near the end of the whip, and trying to dig in through the chainmail into his skin for 3 damage, and the.
I guess that's the poison necrotic damage.
Yeah, that's from the bite. You also, I think you can pull him. Is that what that is?
Yeah, I could pull him off
or be
his
knocked
feet.
prone. Actually, you can
Yeah.
so you can yank him prone if you
Sure.
want to. Okay.
Yes,
all right.
I'll do that.
It'll be a 14 save that he has to make. 19. He does succeed. But the whip still bit him at least, anyways, and did some damage there. So
Yeah, okay.
total of 7 more. Okay. This guy is otherwise uninjured at this point because he was standing back there hallucinating for a while. Okay, it is Sai's turn.
She's just gonna stay there.
All right, then we come back to Norok.
Okay.
You've taken some decent hits already. You're a little bit above bloodied right now. Artemis is a little bit below bloodied. Both of you about half health, right around.
I'm going to hit this dude. The avatar.
Going reckless. Oh, you know what? Okay, you actually reckless. All of those attacks against you should have had advantage for the dog bites and but that's all right. I think they all still hit you anyways. It just would have been risks of crits.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, the sword. Does the sword stay hasted for the rest of the fight, or I mean,
you have to use it. Yeah.
but go around. I
click
didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's on anyway. So here I'll click it so that it's in here. It is charged now. You have a charge on it, and you can use it to expend the stored heartbeats to hasten your own, allowing you to do one of the following, and then it'll return to its dull state. So basically, until that charge is used, you can make a free extra attack, receive a second bonus action, a second reaction, double your movement speed, or focus your next attack on a weak point, which increases the odds of a crit to 17 and up instead of 20 for a crit. Basically, it quadruples your chance of a crit.
Although if you can attack, you can attack as a bonus action, can't you? So you could literally just use it to do a full another attack.
It would give him 4 attacks in a round. If he used it to do that, it'd be 4 attacks in one turn.
That's nuts.
Because he's frenzied rage. No, you didn't frenzy rage this time. Never mind.
Actually, no, I didn't frenzy, so I'd have 3. But if I did, I'd have 4.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the charge to have another attack.
All right. So for 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, 23 will hit. Go ahead and roll all. You know what? Actually, I need to turn this add-on back off. I didn't realize that it just overwrites the damage like that. So I'll turn that off before next week. But for now, anyways, we'll just do them individually, attack and roll damage.
Okay.
It's a little bit quicker to go the other way, but I don't like that add-on overwrites it. So, okay, go ahead and roll the next.
And did that add the great weapon on that one?
It did not. Yeah.
Okay.
That's not the macro. It's not set up right now. So you clicking that isn't going to.
Well, I was clicking from my character sheet. I just didn't know that.
Yeah, that's not the macro. That's what I'm saying. That's just the info for it. Yeah.
By the way, if you're curious too, you can always click where it shows the damage, and it'll show you what you have on there. And same on the attack, it'll show you what is there if you think you're missing something.
Yeah, it shows a 2d6 plus 4 plus 2, and there's obviously no plus 10 in there. But I did manually add it for you. Okay, 25 will also hit. All right, for another 12. And the last one, 19, will also hit. Go ahead and roll the damage on that. All right, for another 12. He's looking pretty beat up too. He's not quite as in bad shape as the other one, but he's definitely bleeding from multiple lacerations as you just keep cleaving away at him. You do notice that with the third swing, your heartbeat's still beating a little bit arrhythmatically. It's arrhythmia is what it is, but I don't know what the adjective would be for it. But anyways, your heartbeat begins to slow finally at the end of it, and the charge in the sword, the glow begins to dull again. Any other bonus action? That was a second bonus action to do that.
Yeah, actually, well, no, I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, the frenzied rage, you would have to use that when you go into a rage anyway, so you can't. I would say that if you used it as a bonus action again, I would say that, yeah, you could do it kind of without costing a second rage. You could choose to go into a frenzy during the middle of it. That's fine. I mean, it kind of would still work the same way anyways. But do you still have your regular bonus action movement?
I'm just going to stay here.
Okay.
See if I can keep working on Homeboy.
All right, then we come to Sarah.
Okay. Question: is my Ring of Healing Surges magic?
Yes. If you're asking for the intents of whether or not the Otaterol would prevent it, you don't yet know.
Okay.
Because when you were in contact with it before, you didn't have a magic item or attempt to use one, so you don't know.
Okay. Can I, how can I walk? So I'm assuming there's shackles around my ankles. Can I, do I have to hop, or can I, shuffle?
So it's latched around both of your feet. You can't, you could hop probably. It's not chained to the ground or anything like that. It doesn't seem like it's securing you here. It's just that both your feet are trapped in it like a bear trap.
Okay, could I get to the other side of Arteme without being in anybody's range if I, hopped? I'm assuming at half speed.
It would be worse than just half speed, especially with the mud. You're going to have a risk of falling up, just trying to jump and in the mud and being, having both your ankles trapped in this thing. You could easily fall, let's say.
That's fine.
But you could try. You're going to try to skirt around to get behind Arteme?
Yep.
Okay. So, here, and then there?
Yeah. Within... Okay. I think I have to be within touching distance. Hang on, let me double check. You touch, yeah. So
okay.
I have to be within touching distance.
Yeah, that is
60 feet of you. I can be within 60 feet. So, however far away I can get and be within 60 feet of her.
I mean, you could have done that where you were standing before.
I know, but I want to get away from the situation.
Okay, all right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and tell it to you. Well, shit. All right, you need to decide whether you're going to try to touch her or not.
No. I want to be 60 feet because I can still use it within 60 feet.
All right, so you would have hopped to maybe here instead? It would have been the same distance, but hopped to there. Okay. All right, in that case then, go ahead and give me an acrobatics check with disadvantage.
Yeah.
For the hops, trying to hop over there through the mud.
I feel like this is a bad decision, but all right.
Yeah, control for disadvantage, yes.
And you said acrobatics?
Yep. As you're, it's like a sack race. You know what I'm talking about? That thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Double eights.
You I would say that this is a very precarious jump the entire way as you're trying to hop with both feet and keeping it from digging into your skin any further. They're not toothed or anything, but where it touches your I don't know, skirt, pants, whatever it is that Sarah's wearing, it feels like it's biting in, although you don't see blood coming out or anything of that sort. But you do very, very almost don't make it, very, very precariously make your way to the other side there, and then holding your hand out with the ring on it in her direction, and you don't feel the expenditure go. It still costs you the dice, but nothing.
It's not letting me change any of that stuff.
Yeah, the hit dice you can't manually change. It's kind of a weird design. I might need to. There might be an add-on to do it.
I used to be able to change how many things I used because I have 3. But it won't let me do it now, and it won't.
Where are you trying to do it?
On the in my inventory next to the Ring of Healing Surges has 3 charges.
Yeah.
I used to be able to change that. It's not letting me do it. It's not letting me do it for my wizard thing either when I made people re-roll. It's just because I have 2.
Okay. Then in that case, you should be, if you mouse over it and then use the mouse wheel, does it let you do it? Like so Ring of Healing Surges shows 3 out of 3. Mouse over the left one, and you'll see it kind of light up, right?
There we
and
go.
then use the mouse wheel, and then you can change it that way.
Okay, yeah, I used to be able to just click on it and type in whatever number I needed.
Yeah, I think you, at least, I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to change it if you just did, but I think I can, at least I usually do, but the mouse wheel also works, so. Okay.
Yeah, no, I got it. Yeah, that's all I can do. She is just cursing the entire way. I can't believe I'm stuck in this crap again.
Alright. Okay, then we come back to the Avatar. The Avatar in front of Norok here, seeing that he's surrounded by this Hound and Norok, is going to duck down, and he's going to use his action to dodge and run past. He's at least going to get an opportunity attacks from Norok and Shan. I'll roll Shan, Becky. Assuming, Norok, you want to use your reaction to do that, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that other guy, that was the last round when the other guy got hit from my opportunity attack, right? So I still have a reaction, don't I?
No. You used your reaction when he ran away, and that... Actually, you just had your turn, so never mind. You do have it back. Yeah, you have your reaction back now.
Okay.
Shan definitely hit, though. Trying to bite as he runs for 8 damage. Oh, I rolled that on Shan on accident. Uh, 19 will hit. Go ahead and roll the damage, G. And I'm rolling Shan's attempt to yank him to the ground right now.
That was interesting.
With a 10. The DC's only 13. Norok, as you begin to spin towards this Avatar that's trying to run away, you see Shan kind of leap out and grasp, just turning her head sideways, grasp like from knee to ankle. That's how big her head is, and she just grabs into his entire shin and yanks him to the ground. He then splashes into the mud, laying prone, and you bring the sword down on him for 12 damage plus the 12 from Shan, doing 24 more. He is now knocked prone. Did not actually make it out of your range. Bleeding pretty profusely. He's in very rough shape. And that is it for his turn. Because he used his action to try to... Oh, shit, you would have had disadvantage on those because he dodged.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll it real quick.
Roll them again.
Some of the
I don't
automation
know how
things...
that would work. Did Shan hit him first and knock him prone, or is that all happening at the same time?
It's all happening enough at the same time that I wouldn't say, because really there was no differentiation which one of you would have hit first. Shan still would have hit, so he still would have been knocked prone, and you still would have hit, so we'll leave it just like it is then. 26 still would have hit even with disadvantage, so. Alright, we are back to Nazim. Yeah, that's one of the few... There aren't a whole lot of things that I miss about Fantasy Grounds, but having the automation that kind of keeps me from forgetting things where, I just see dice roll and then figure out why they rolled rather than having to remember. That's something that is handy. You can actually do a lot of the automation things too in Foundry. It's just a matter of with updates that they get broken pretty frequently, so I haven't bothered setting it all back up.
Alright, so he's knocked prone. I'm going to move down slightly here.
Okay.
And do I have a clear shot of him from where my vantage point?
Not from where you're at. You're going to have to come closer to the wall because he's laying flat in the mud there. But if you get closer to the wall, you'll be able to see over it. Yeah, that's fine.
So see over the wall.
Yep.
Raise my hands up in the air, point fingers, Eldritch Blasts on the Avatar.
Okay. That'll definitely hit. Go ahead and roll the damage for that one. For 9 damage, as he is in the mud, being electrocuted by this black lightning. Who's that guy from Star Wars? The lightning guy from Star Wars?
I get 2 rolls, right? Or
Yep.
2 beams? Yeah, that's 2 Emperor beams. Palpatine.
There you go. Which actually has the kind of melty face too. That kind of works well.
Unlimited power.
Go ahead and make the second roll. You can just click the attack button again. And that'll also hit. What does that come out to? 9? All right.
9.
The Avatar laying there in the mud. You float your way over towards the edge of a wall, having seen Norok just cleave down into him, just pouring blood, mixing into the muddy water. as you just zap with both hands, electrocuting him. And after the jitters have kind of begun to subside, he's no longer moving.
Very well.
Any bonus actions?
No, not this time.
All right, then we come to Pogo.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and run back around the corner. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. How beat up does the last guy look?
Barely touched.
Barely touched.
Yeah.
Right.
No, sorry. Never mind. He is actually almost bloodied after the... I thought he had only been hit... oh, you know what? North must have hit him too.
Hits.
Yeah, and then Arteme bled him with the braided green
I'll
lash
have
as
my
well.
spiritual banjo go ahead and move up around him for one more attempt here.
Okay.
Okay.
See if it can
and
redeem
Shanna's
itself.
gone.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
Shan's out. Fuck you! I'm gonna trade that spell out next time. I'm over it.
Let's get it restringed or something.
And then let's see how much more do I have. 5, 10. That was 10, 15, 20. I'm going to go ahead and run right up next to Arteme, and I'm going to kind of shove the life stone in her pocket, and I'm going to cast Guiding Bolts on at level 1 on this guy in front of me.
Okay.
probably doesn't
14
hit.
will not hit.
Doesn't hit. Nope. All right. Well, I'm gonna need that back afterwards.
All right. That was action, bonus action since you used your...
That's it.
Okay.
Yep, I'm done.
He is then, as you approach and begin to cast this, he sees the charge of the kind of radiant energy, and you see him duck his head behind the shield. He spins in place. Actually, you know what? No, he doesn't. He actually is going to charge right past you, running this way. He's using his action to dodge, which means that...
Sure.
Norok, Arteme, and Pogo. The banjo technically isn't a creature, so it doesn't actually get an opportunity attack, but is going to try to run here.
So we just get
around the
opportunity
corner.
attacks with disadvantage?
No, wouldn't be disadvantage.
Oh, because he was dodging? He's dodging.
Oh, sorry. Yes. God damn it. Literally the same thing we just fucking did for the other guy. Yeah.
Nope, I missed.
That will not hit. You yanking your sword free, tried to hit him, but it just clinks off of the armor. Arteme and Norok.
I already used my reaction.
Oh, shit.
Try to move.
Yep. And Arteme still has your react, or you still have your reaction if you want. Fox?
Check. Yep. No, my reaction is just a spell.
Well,
Or
no,
I could attack, right? I can.
Yeah, you can make a melee weapon attack, so you could use your braided green lash, for example.
Okay, I'll do that. Which one is it?
It's the guy that you're trying to hit is the pacifier that's right off to the north. Uh, 27 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Is that with critical or not? A 27.
That was not a crit. That was a 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aw.
Jeez. It's so sad.
3 damage.
Fox's numbers. Well, it's 4 total, but yeah, you still have the chance though.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I'm gonna.
Oh,
let
I
you
can
roll
knock
it.
him prone. I can knock him prone.
That's kind of what I was wondering if you were going to attempt to do. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and roll the d20. So maybe you can get something cool here. Let's see. His strength modifier is a +4. So go ahead and roll a d20. Hey, natural 20.
Nice.
Then as he's still, by the time you've kind of yanked the whip free and getting enough space, you kind of almost smacking Pogo in the head with your elbow as you send out the whip over his head. The pacifier barely makes it to the corner as the braided green lash wraps around his ankle and yanks him down to the ground. He is knocked prone.
Yay.
I would say it's right there. Okay, and that it for his turn. He doesn't have any bonus actions that he's going to use here, so it is now actually your turn now, Fox. Like your actual turn.
Yay. Okay. I'm just gonna hit him back with the lash again.
Okay.
Apparently not. Okay.
So, hey, Sako, the group's name is the Natural Ones, and now you may understand why.
Gotcha.
Fox is impossible to roll anything above.
Okay, when we came up with the name, other people were also having horrible rolls, and then the trend only continued for me, so now I feel bad. I think we need a new name that's not centered on my bad rolls.
That's fair. You guys have added 2 members to the group since, so maybe you do need a new name. All right, it comes to Norok.
Okay. Dude is serious. Smash on this guy.
He's prone, so you'll have advantage.
Yeah, then I'm going to great weapon on this one.
Okay.
And
So -5.
yeah.
21, that'll still hit. Uh, 14 damage to him.
Is that extra?
Oh, no, it's
Rip.
20. Yeah, 24 damage. Sorry. Okay. More second attack.
Now, is it still advantage because he's still prone technically?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's not up. As long as they're prone, it stays that way.
Later, loser.
27 will also do. Go ahead and roll your damage. You bring the sword down into his back, just a clean stab, like into where probably lower back, basically just pinning him to the ground, and then yank it free, and he looks like he's barely breathing. That was 2 hits though, so you see the gem, the heart, and the hilt of the sword begin to beat again.
Kick ass. Then I am going to what's it? Because I don't need the bonus, so and I'm
Okay.
just going to stay there. I mean, I doubt he'll be alive by the end of his next turn, but just in case.
Okay. Then now we come to Sarah.
Right. So, fuck it. Sarah's gonna hop over.
All right, give me an acrobatics check.
I feel bad. I think I took your crossbow.
Nope, I still got other stuff.
Oh. Maybe so you don't have to hop.
Oh, come on. Still disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage for the hop, yeah. Okay, yeah, well, you've gotten used to it a little bit. At least your first attempt over there, you kind of figured out how to do it without getting sucked into the mud too bad. But you were hopping over to the guy, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm just going to take my dagger and stab him in the leg.
All right. 15 will... hang on. That would
Wait,
not hit.
I wanted... Yeah, okay.
Well, hang on. That would not hit, but you have advantage because he's prone, so go ahead and reroll that.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Just watching you fucking stab this
don't-
guy on the ground.
I don't
Oh,
want to.
got it.
I don't want to kill him,
Okay.
so it's
All right.
lethal.
All right. Well, he's already pretty much incapacitated, let's say. He literally had 1 hit point left. He had 16, and then Norak did 15. So you jabbing him in the back of his knee, just kind of cut through the coif there, the chain link that's right behind the his sabatons, I think they are, and kind of yank it free, just pouring blood out of it. Like this is clearly going to be a fatal wound if you don't, stop it otherwise. But he is unconscious.
All right, somebody want to tie him up real quick, and I'll make sure he doesn't die.
Real quick, I'm just going to shout out to everyone to think of 5 questions we want to ask the Avatar. I'm going to cast Whispers of the Grave on him.
Well, he's not dead yet. He's just unconscious.
The other one, the Avatar, the guy in gold
Avatar.
armor.
I'll tie it.
The
I'll tie up
Avatar's.
one boy.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Oh,
grab
right,
the
no,
lithic of life stealing back out of that pocket, and Arteme, can you help me tie up this guy real quick?
Sure.
As soon as he's tied up, I'm going to use one of those nasty healing potions that have bad side effects, and just
Well,
give them.
are you still like can you still cast magic or?
It's a potion, though. It's not. I'm not
okay.
casting anything. So I'm hoping it'll work.
Okay.
You're giving him a lot more hit points. You're giving him a lot more hit points than I'd give him, but that's cool. That's cool. You do you.
Well, hopefully he throws up. So.
All right. Then he's kind of still face down because the braided green lash Artemis had wrapped around his ankle and yanked him, so he fell forward. So you have to kind of try to lift him up, and in his armor he's very heavy. Try to get his face out of the mud where he would be choking. So go ahead and give me a strength check for trying to push him, over.
Yeah, that's fine.
Especially with having limited leverage with your feet, tied together like that. Okay. You're pretty strong anyways. You manage to kind of just grabbing his shoulder and use as much leverage as you can, tip him over onto his side, and begin to feed him one of the potions. Pogo, Artemis, and we'll kind of jump between you guys, even though you're kind of right next to each other here. Pogo, Artemis, and Nazim around the gold armored avatar. Nazim, you see floating over the corpse now, but the kind of bleeding out form of the avatar, and Nazim is holding a hand out in his direction. There's just kind of ghastly wisps that are floating between the head of the avatar of the corpse here and Nazim's hands, and you see him kind of whispering.
Is he dead? Can I check to see if this avatar is dead?
Sure. Yeah, you feel for a pulse. There isn't one.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess he is dead.
Well, this one's not.
Well, I don't even know who these guys are, so I'm definitely not the right person to ask any questions. How about you, Artemis?
I don't know what to ask.
All right.
Does Sarah know what they do with their prisoners when they take them?
Nobody sees them typically, and in the rare case that somebody is released, you usually they are hesitant to talk about it. It seems you haven't gotten actual word from anybody. It sounds like they're probably tortured.
Right. You should ask them what they do with their prisoners or why they're doing this.
Are you still going to feed the? You know that Nazim is doing this because Nazim had said, what do you want to ask this guy? Are you still going to try to give a potion to this guy?
Yeah, no, I'm yelling that to Nazim because he's messing with the avatar, and I'm giving the potion to the pacifier.
Okay, all right.
Gotcha. I'll just convey the message via my magic.
Okay. Then you ask the corpse of the avatar what they do, and the head kind of still sitting in place, but you see movement just underneath the helmet, and there's a very hesitant whisper. Let me read it real quick because there's a specific rule about how that works. I don't think they have to tell you anything specific. Let me see.
Only what they knew in life.
Yeah.
It's usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive.
Question.
And under no compulsion to offer truthful answers if you're hostile and it recognizes you as an enemy, which, since you just killed it. Go ahead, Fox.
I'm trying to use Healing Spirit, but it says damage instead of healing. So if I hit the damage button on myself and Noric, is it going to damage us or heal us?
Huh?
Just roll a fuckloads of D6s.
Yeah, I mean, it would be 10d6 total if you let it float around for a minute. But it would be, if you're standing next to Noric and you just cast it between, then just roll 10d6. So just keep clicking the d6 until it says 10 of them, and then roll that.
It's also plus a modifier, spellcasting ability, whatever that one is.
Oh, whoops. To Sako. Is it? What is it? What's it? Is it plus
this
1?
This spirit can heal number of times equals to 1 plus your spell casting ability modifier. Okay, yeah, I guess I just
by 1d6 for each slot. Yeah, it's still just that, right?
Oh no,
it's
not
always just 1d6, isn't it?
Okay, until the spell ends, whenever you can see moves the creature spirit, blah blah.
Heal a number of times equal to that.
Oh, okay,
I thought it
we're
was just
fine.
for
Yeah,
the
sorry.
duration, though. Yeah, it's still just the 10d6. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, sorry. I cast it as level 2. My
problem.
mistake.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, then is level 2. It's 2d6 per, right? Spell slot third level or high. Yeah. Never mind. So it's 10d6.
Yeah,
So
okay,
40,
that's fine.
40
Yeah.
health healed to both Arteme and Norok. Ben, if you want to heal yourself, do you remember how to do it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Sako, did you see what he replied?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to ask
And
another question?
Only Stocko can hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll convey
Ask
to
him-
everyone what he said. I'll say that the corpse said it's none of our concern. Turncloak.
He was calling you
it
a
is my
turncloak.
concern.
Yeah.
All right, what exactly does Sarah know about these guys?
They are religious zealots that are racist and have taken over a lot of the capital of Pale. Are becoming more and more prominent around here. A lot of people have converted to Jutherin, to the Jutherin faith.
Ask him if there's anyone we can send regards to let them know he has passed away. So anyone he would like us to notify of his passing.
Sako?
All right. I will convey that message. All right. Doesn't seem like he's very talkative today. Pretty
Okay.
much telling us to mind our own business.
Well, if he's trying to kill us, it is our freaking business. Like, hello?
Hey, we can be nice. He's dead. We have a few questions. If he's not going to tell us, we might as well at least see if there's anything we can do to make this easier on him. Ask him.
You want to teabag him, Pogo?
Can you say? Can you say that we don't want to fight? Is there any places we should avoid so that we don't accidentally run upon your kind?
I don't know if he'll care too much about that. He really doesn't care.
I mean, unless you have any other questions, I figured we might as well ask him. We've got that other guy tied up here in a minute, but
All right, we'll try and milk that one too. So I'll ask him that same question.
You do realize he could send us into an ambush.
Yeah.
well, this is just places to avoid. So unless he's going to tell us all the places where people aren't,
What are you asking specifically, Sako?
What are some places
to
avoid your kind?
so as not to create this atrocity again.
Gotcha.
Okay, you're passing that along?
Yeah.
Okay. Then that's what he says.
I
Two
don't
more
like that he already had
questions.
it ready. I don't like that he already had it ready. It's just like, fuck you.
By
No,
all
actually, well,
means-
you guys were asking that question for like 3 minutes. I had plenty of time to type out an answer. Like you guys were
By
figuring
all
out what the
means.
verbiage was.
visit the Cathedral of the Righteous Hands. You'll receive a warm welcome. I'm getting a bad vibe from that.
It definitely sounded like a fuck you. It was not. He's not saying that you'll actually get a warm welcome there. He's saying, please go there so that you can be murdered. Is what he's saying.
What was it? Go to what?
Cathedral of the Righteous Hands.
He
Apparently,
said,
we don't want to
by
go
all
there.
means, visit the Cathedral of the Righteous Hand. You'll receive a warm welcome. And Pogo, please teabag me.
Did you really? I don't think he knows my name.
Oh, sorry. He calls you the small one.
Oh, well, I mean, that's fair.
Maybe ask him why they came to Pale.
That's a
I
good
mean, I
one.
doubt
I
he's-
like that one.
I doubt he's going to answer.
How
but-
many questions are we at now?
We only have
There's
one
5
more
total.
to
You
go.
guys you've asked 3. Yeah, two more.
Just checking.
So I guess we'll ask him, what was your reason for coming here?
While we're doing this, I'm asking Arteme to try to get me out of these things.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
All right, he says,
I'll walk over and help.
He pretty much doesn't know. It's above his pay grade. He's just following orders in faith. I think it's a dead end with this guy.
Ask him.
One question left.
I have one more question, unless anyone has a better one. Do you, where you're at now, do you still believe your faith is correct?
I freaking hate religious fanatics.
But I mean, I'm curious. Like, what if he's there and there's just like a bunch of random shit and he's like, well, this isn't right?
Your faith, where you are now, were your scriptures correct?
Should have asked him what he wanted from his tombstone.
Hey, I asked if there's anyone we could notify. I was trying to be polite and nice. By the way, Pogo's a little distraught. He's not sure why this all happened here. He's gonna have some questions for everyone.
Why do we keep running into fanatics?
He says, I'm looking forward to the righteous warmth of the saint. All right, I think we've run out of questions. So he's been no real help.
Sound familiar?
So Pogo, let's relieve ourselves on him and give him some warmth.
I mean, that sounds polite, but how about, do you want to help me just drag him inside that place they were at so we can get, we're going to have to hide these bodies or something.
Real quick, Pogo, you're the first one to make this kind of a thought, I guess. Go ahead and give me a perception check for Pogo. Artemis, give me a strength check for trying to pull the bear trap off of Sarah's feet.
Okay. I got strength, but sure.
Yeah, would.
Womp.
Actually, so... Oh, that was... Pogo's perception check. Never mind, I was thinking that was Artemis. Okay. Well, actually, because it's pretty much literally looking right over the walls there, which kind of dip down a little bit in a little bit of a slope, there's a farmhouse just to the west, and looking over there, you see faces in windows. It's kind of dim, the house isn't brightly illuminated, the lights on the outside, but there are faces in the windows that are kind of staring at you, and then as soon as you kind of peek in that direction, they duck down.
And you're talking about far to the west, not the building these guys came out of?
Correct. Over to the west, yeah. That would be south, but basically over here.
Don't want to alarm anybody, but see that house over there on the other side of the trees? Someone's in that house as well.
Well, I mean...
Does Sarah know who they are?
Yeah, that family there would be the Briars.
Does she know if they're followers or if they were anything?
They were typical halfling folk, as far as you knew.
I know.
As of 3 months ago.
Let's get
were they
the
friendly
bodies.
to Sarah?
Yeah, these are just typical town folk. They didn't have any kids. They weren't anybody that you actually grew up with, but they were friendly enough people, anyways.
We might be able to get a warm meal after this.
Well, you're like right by your house. Your house is like 3 more minutes walk away if you could get out of here. But anyways, Artemis, though, as Pogo is pointing this out and you kind of look in that direction, you feel the clamp on your leg, the pressure release as Artemis has grabbed the sides of this kind of bear trap shape of the Otatarol and separated it out until it's back into a circle shape, holding it free so that you can step out of it.
Can I keep it?
That's what I was going to say.
I want to keep it.
Nazim's doing his dance again.
Oh, my gut's freaking out.
I don't know why it only happens to Nazim, but
it's night terrors. That's what it is.
Here, I'll just delete you and put you back on. I think that'll solve it.
It is weird. That's only his.
Yeah, it's only him. Yeah, it must be a setting or something, or a mouse or something like that that's doing it. But anyway, Norok's rage would have fallen by now too.
So
I put the wrong effect on it.
Let's get all the bodies inside the shack that they came with before we go and talk to any of the townspeople.
Well, we can just, once we're done here, we can just go to my house.
Yeah, but we need to talk to him. Do you think your parents are going to want us dragging in that man with the armor in?
No, I'm saying we should deal with this and then just go to my house.
By the way, is he awake and tied up now?
Sarah, you were... All this has kind of happened at the same time. Were you still, feeding him the potion? Okay.
So I want to do that, and then before he's conscious, I'm going to shadow skin.
Okay. That is 8d4 plus 8.
See, aren't you guys glad we bought all that more rope? You're welcome.
Thank you, Pogo.
Before we get rid of this avatar, could I just strip off his armor and carry the armor in my bag?
We're gonna
Or-
Nazim, help me drag these fuckers in this place they came out of. We got to get off the street in case other people come by.
All right.
How about we just set them on fire?
Fine, but
let's not
we're
do
in the
that.
rain. That's a lot of. There's more planning. We just need to get off this road
Yeah,
and try to get some defensible position.
let's go in the building. And I'm gonna start dragging the other guy and be like, Norok, help me with this guy. And drag the conscience dude into the...
Okay. Okay.
I'll
He
drag
is
the corpse.
all right. Then it's going to take probably two of you, especially in that much armor, to pull him over there. I say two of you, but Pogo counts as like a quarter of one.
Yeah. I do my best though. I got my mage hand helping.
He got a natural 20 on his con save, that pacifier.
Wow.
Damn!
So he chugs that down for 26 healing and is tied up still, but seems to be holding down the obnoxious, spoiled-smelling Stridos.
Well, on here I was hoping he'd throw up.
We could still set him on fire.
Maybe when we're done.
Fox said that too. I got a kick out of that. Fox is, I don't know, feisty or something today.
Okay, I don't take anything personally in combat normally, but like too many prejudiced people trying to kill me lately. I will turn you to ash.
All right, so then between the group, we'll just say that you guys spend the next 4 or 5 minutes, trying to pull the bodies and the conscious one and the two dogs into the little house area down here. I'll go ahead and move you guys over. It's just a ruined house. There's still half of a roof on it. As soon as you get in there, you can tell that these guys have been, probably to set up a temporary camp in there to get out of the elements. Is the impression you get. Go ahead and move you guys wherever you want to. We'll just say that you guys stack the bodies up in the corner or something. But apart from that, you guys can move yourselves.
He's stripping some armor off this thing.
Okay. It takes 10 minutes to don or doff heavy armor, so it's going to take quite a while, especially because it's also a body. It's probably going to take you at least 20 minutes, because he's not, a willing participant to get the armor off.
Very well. I'll just strip the most expensive pieces off and leave the more cumbersome on the body.
All right.
I'll grab the rest and shove them into the bag holding.
Okay. Yeah.
Sarah wanted to grab the lantern.
Okay.
I'll give you the lantern.
Okay.
You guys might as well also grab that nifty little stick he pointed at you.
Oh yeah, that's true. Let's grab that.
Also, can you just see, I know it's rude, but can you just see if they have any gold? I'm very short on gold.
I'm taking everything off the body and burning it, okay?
Well, don't burn the gold.
While they're doing that, I'm
burning the body, not the items. Jeez.
I'm also keeping an eye on the tied up guy, and I'm actually going to be somewhat pleasant with him and say, listen.
I'm not.
All right, I'm going to give you a little bit of a wink. Listen, I don't want anyone else to get hurt. You saw me out there. This is not really my cup of tea. People are dying, and we don't want any of you to die. And I'm sorry that this ended up happening this way. But do you see her? Do you see this one right here? I'm the only thing standing between her and you don't want her to get to you and do the things she wants to do. Do you understand?
I don't mind if you die. I'll just scream from the back.
And
while you're stripping the armor off of his friend or coworker.
Mm-hmm.
Racist.
While Artemis lighting the other body on fire, I'm gonna be like, if you don't do what we tell you and answer our questions, you're gonna end up like him.
And I've seen her do a lot worse.
I'm looking forward to ending up like him. Just get it over
really?
with.
Do I
no
get
one is there no one in this world that loves you? And can I get persuasion or?
Yeah, both of you can roll. That's fine. He responds.
We're literally doing good cop, bad cop.
I was supposed to roll with advantage because I'm in shadow skin.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to put the shadow skin back on you.
Twice.
There you go.
I just rolled it twice. It's fine.
Okay. The second one to 21. Okay. When Pogo says, "Do you have no one that loves you?" He says, "None more than the saint." But he kind of Saint Juther. You know
Wouldn't
that's who they're
the
referring
saints wouldn't the saint want you to continue living to spread the work you're doing? We didn't want this. We didn't come down this road looking for this fight. We were simply here just to check on some family. And we have no quarrels with you. And you can continue doing the things you're doing.
You guys had to take his helmet off to be able to feed him the potion, so you can actually see, some facial features. He's covered in blood, still, blood and mud, basically face planted into the mud. Obviously still very near death, even with that healing, or shaken by it at the very least. He looks back. He looks over at you and at Pogo. I honestly, I wouldn't want to be here either, but we can't allow. And he looks over towards Sarah, her kind to stay here.
Yeah, we're only visiting.
You're in that form. He kind of like averts his eyes. He's trying not to look at you.
Listen,
what's so wrong with my kind?
You're a taint on the world we can't abide.
All magic is natural. How it's used is what counts, and you're using magic to kill people or restrain them or restrict their own magic.
Guys, calm down. We're just having a conversation right now. Isn't that right?
This is a conversation.
Can I get your name, sir? What was your name? What's your name?
He begrudgingly, he looks over at you and he's like, through gritted teeth, he says, Zareth.
Zareth. All right, listen, Zareth. We don't want this to happen again, right? Can we all agree that we don't want to go around accidentally getting in fights with people who don't realize who we are and then ending up getting in over their head? So we don't want any of your friends who are doing this to be hurt. So we're just going to ask you a few things. Where should we avoid to make sure that mess of a tragedy doesn't happen again?
He pauses for a long while. He says, if you're honest in that endeavor, all of you should flee and don't come back. As for you, and he looks back at Sarah, the Inquisitors will be coming for you. You may as well just sit down and wait. Make this easy on everyone.
So let's just kill all the freaking religious fanatics and be done with it.
He chuckles. Like guffaws. He says, you killed Virum, and Virum would have let all of you go. All of you didn't need this. You say that you came down here and found this unintentionally, that you're trying to avoid this fight, but you brought it to us. She was the only one that we told you that had to stay. The rest told to leave. This is your own fault.
Just because I was born with this magic. It's not like I chose this. I was born with it.
We can't suffer demons to live. Whether you're born that way or not is of little concern.
Everybody is born with some kind of magic.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast suggestion on him. Let's see if it works. Oh, and I'm gonna cast it at level 3 because I don't have any more level 2 slots.
Okay.
So he's going to do a save.
17 was it?
I believe it is. Yeah, spell save 17.
Go ahead and roll your d20.
Let's see if it works.
It's 11 and up.
So I'm going to stand up and I'm going to just kind of put my hands towards him. Tell us the truth.
He scowls and he is instantly hostile to you. Don't try that trickery on me again.
Well, I did my best.
Grab my dagger and stab it in his leg and be like, "You're gonna start talking, or I'm going to burn you alive like your friend."
He screams in pain.
I told you.
He screams in pain when you stab him. Go ahead and roll a d4.
Could have avoided all of this.
Just a d4?
Oh, it's a dagger. A d4 plus 4. Or a d4 plus your dex mod, rather. So 2 plus your dex modifier.
Dex is
3.
plus 2.
5 total.
No.
Yep. You see this kind of pre-existing wound just spurt blood out of it again after having just been temporarily sealed. And he screams in pain, kind of reaches for it's still secured. His arm's still tied behind his back, trying to kind of settle the knee and turn it in an angle that it's not pouring blood. But he just looks back up at you with scowling. He says, "I know what your kind do. I'm ready to meet my maker."
Yeah, well, see, I wasn't like this before I met you assholes. So And how many families have you killed around here? How many innocent families
He doesn't
who
answer.
are just living their lives?
Real quick, did you say his name was Varith?
No, Virim is
Virim.
Zareth is this guy.
Zareth. That's what I
Yeah,
was looking for.
Zereth. And the name he said of the other guy was Virim. Although you don't necessarily know whether which of the other two that is. But he said you killed Virim, so. But he doesn't answer when you ask how many families have you killed.
Guys, I don't think we're gonna get anything out of this guy. We should just kill him and just.
Are you sure?
on
Do
with
we
it.
really want to just murder people? Like, is that? I don't know.
They
a lot about
murder
these
people
guys.
just for being born with a magic they think is evil.
I'm
They
with
literally
Pogo.
tried to break into
We-
my house before I got kidnapped and into the slave trade.
They'll kill people just for being born with magic they don't like. I don't see the problem in killing them if they're gonna kill us.
Yeah, if we let him go, he's literally just going to come back for us.
As you guys are having
I mean,
this discussion,
we
Pogo.
could- I'm keeping an eye out front.
Okay.
But
Well,
I'm
Pogo and
also
Norok,
not-
then you guys see what looks like a vaguely middle-aged woman, human woman's form in the distance, and she's just holding both hands up, kind of slowly walking in your direction. I heard screams. Please don't hurt me. Is everything okay?
Is she hot?
Everything's fine.
Did you ask if she's
no.
hot, Becky?
No, I was going to ask if she was a halfling.
No, no, she's human.
But then I
I swear
stopped
that
myself.
sounded like, is she hot?
Well, I stopped myself halfway through because I was like, well, I'm not looking, so I don't know.
Sure. I was like, is Pogo rubbing off on you? Like, asking if this woman's hot?
I was gonna say it sounded like something.
Yeah, exactly. Pogo and Norak, you both see her, though, and all of you hear her kind of asking that with this very trepidatious and fearful question through the rain.
Ma'am, there's. It's none of your concern. Everything is fine now. Do you live around here?
Please go home where you're safe.
Please what?
Go home where you're safe.
Oh. Like you said, please roll a save, like you're going to attack her.
That's right, bitch. You're gonna die. You're not hot, so you're gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, I live not far, but with all the fighting, we're just scared that this might spread, or that it might bring further bad attention our way.
I'm going to, knowing that they're talking to somebody, peek around the corner and see if I recognize her.
You roll a percentile dice for me.
Oh, damn it.
Can't wait for your fucking weird ass shadow skin to frighten this poor woman.
Oh shit! I didn't.
That's why I'm just peeking out. Like, I'm not, like, coming out around. I'm just, like, barely looking.
Somehow, in my mind, that's creepier. Just like, like right around the corner.
Purple face. Just sticking out.
She is you've seen her before, of course, like growing up in this village. You don't remember her first name. Her last name is Ginleaf.
I will drop Shadow Skin.
Okay. Lady Sarah, is that you?
Yeah.
What do you have to do? And she looks like really worried and concerned. What are you doing with all of them? Are you hurting people?
No. We got attacked when we were coming so we could visit my family. It's not like we're just running around killing people.
The Juthrins, they attacked you?
They attacked us. I would want to do an insight check when she said that.
Sure.
What did she look like?
It's kind of hard to discern through the rain. You can definitely see her facial features and everything, but it's dark and it's pretty heavily raining. It looked like honest concern. It looked like a little bit of fear, like you disappeared for so long and you come back and she saw you in this purplish form, and then sees you kind of drop that, and there's dead bodies right behind you, or at least she heard fighting and so on. She definitely seems scared.
We're not gonna hurt you. I promise. Just, is my family okay? I haven't seen them in a really long time.
Your mom is there, Lady Rosanna. I haven't seen Theodore for a while. I don't know.
My dad's gone?
I just haven't seen him for a while. To be honest, these days, very few of us even leave our homes.
Yeah, is everybody okay? I mean, I know that the Shutherans have been going around causing trouble.
That they have. It's getting tougher by the day. Most of us just try to keep out of their way as best we can, and it doesn't seem like you're doing the same. I'm honestly a little worried if you're here causing trouble that it's going to bring their wrath down on us further than it already has.
Yeah,
I mean, she does have a point.
we didn't mean to cause trouble, and I'm pointedly looking at Pogo. It kind of happened that way. We were just trying to go visit my family, that was all.
I don't mean to be rude, Lady Sarah, but can you maybe depart swiftly so that things don't get worse?
Yeah, I just want to know where my dad is. I want to know what happened, and then we'll be out of here, I promise.
Listen, are you friends with the other people who live around here?
Yeah, I mean, we used to be. We're a pretty close-knit town.
So, for your own safety, you're going to want to try to forget what you saw here. We're going to make it look like these people that were here left, and you're going to want to make sure that all the other people never saw what happened. That's going to be the best course of action to keep you safe. Might not be perfect, but if you're worried, just try to get your friends and neighbors to forget they saw anything.
I don't know if you intended this, but either way, that was an intimidating statement to her. Give me an intimidation check.
Oh my god.
She, looking at Pogo, she kind of looks back at you, Sarah. You'll need to speak with Lady Rosanna. I wouldn't. She's already kind of backing away. She says this. I wouldn't know. I hope he's okay. I hope you're okay. Please come see us after, if this ever gets any better. And she's already kind of turning and running away.
Have a nice night. I'm sorry.
Fucking loiterers, am I right? Just loitering around, hanging out.
Oh my god.
Got things to do.
We need to just take care of this guy and go to my house because something is going on that's not okay.
You go ahead and do that. I'm not going to put that normal human blood on my hands that I don't even know, but feel free.
I will. Sarah's gonna burn him with firebolt. Wait. First, she's gonna shove something in his mouth so we can't scream, so nobody hears his screams.
I'm gonna say if you're burning somebody alive, you're still gonna hear screams.
I'm gonna stab him in the heart before she could.
Precious leather.
All that leather.
I want to flail him.
I mean, you guys look at it'd be Flynn's, but you guys do notice that the glove on Nazim's right hand has a very odd looking leather on it.
It's exotic.
Great.
Actually, you know what?
Can I do a nature check?
Okay, so if anybody is specifically looking at the glove or trying to kind of get an impression of it, go ahead and give me a nature check.
Really?
No, go ahead and re-roll it. Go ahead and re-roll it.
Pogo's gonna let you re-roll. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The glove looks like it's made from mayonnaise.
With a 17, the skin of the glove has these very distinct cracks to it that you happen to see in a couple of places recently. You saw these same kinds of really strange-looking cracks in flesh when Norok's skin was diseased and he was bleeding out. You guys kept having to pour water on it constantly. So, I mean, you saw them up close very frequently then, as well as when you first found Olowyn in the cave at the Reverend Temple, her skin, before you guys had kind of helped her, had that same kind of cracking to it.
So that's his glove?
Yeah, his glove looks like it's made from Ulatharid flesh, from a certain kind of a lithid. It's made from the skin of a lithid. Yeah.
All right. So this is what I'm thinking we need to do before we relax this evening. We need to find some way to get rid of these bodies. If anyone wants to keep one of their weapons, that's probably okay, but we can't use their armor unless you want to try to disguise ourselves as something. Tell you what, why don't we do this? And then, because he already took the armor off a couple of them, right?
Yeah, I would say that it's too big and heavy. Like, Nazim doesn't really have a way to carry that without weighing himself down so much. But it can go in the bag if Arteme was putting it in the bag.
Yeah.
That's good.
Was that
small pieces? To
Why don't
sell
we?
for a little
Why don't we?
money.
Sure.
Why don't
okay.
we keep that, and then what's some way we can get rid of these bodies? And
I
then
can
what we
bury
need to
them.
do is we need to write a note. We need to write like on some parchment where they're stationed here, and maybe make
Be
sure
back
that it's
soon.
seen.
We're not dead.
No, write something along the lines of there was a uprising of some halflings using magic. Then you would know this. What are how about 2 miles?
We're not.
No?
No, because then they're just going to attack the entire town.
No. We need to say it happened away, like far away. They were chasing some out of towners away, so that it pulls them away. We got to find something to write that'll draw away other people who come here. What can we write that'll make people think it wasn't this town? Some humans some 3 elves. We went to chase down 3 elves from the north of the town.
Come on now.
We need it.
Only
to
we
find it.
had griffins that could eat them.
3 elves. I don't know how long it'll take Peter to eat 3 humans, so
It was a griffin attack, not a people attack.
but yeah,
Okay.
maybe
I'm going to give the guy a piece of paper and just tell him to start writing.
After you fucking lit him on fire and then jabbed him in the heart.
Well, no, if I was assuming that we hadn't actually done that yet, because I'm still over
you didn't
by
say.
the...
You didn't say. Firebolt's at range, and Arteme said she's going to stab him in
yeah,
the heart.
he's dead.
Like, he's dead. Yeah, I mean, you guys. He's still bleeding.
I'm
I'd
not-
say you can try. But
Is there
think it's-
any
Listen,
writing?
no one is going to know what his fucking writing looked like. No one's going to have paid attention to his writing.
No,
And there were
it's fine.
3 people here.
what are you doing? What is Nazim
I just
always
moved the
flipping up?
character.
I don't know what it is.
Is there any parchment on him, any kind of writing or anything?
So,
on any of the
is
body?
anybody? So, are people rifling pockets? Because nobody really looked through.
So
Yeah, I am. I'm rifling
I
through the
haven't
pockets
yet,
and taking
but
armor
I was
off
going.
and shoving it in the bag.
All right.
I don't
so
know what his armor is, so I can't really put it in the bag. So
It's heavy plate armor. I'll plot it in there for you though.
thank you. I have both of their armors. I'll just take what Nazim was trying to carry because he doesn't actually have a bag yet. Because I'm still waiting on the stuff, the leather to
Okay.
cure.
Right.
And then I take everything from all the pockets. I need to do an investigation check to see what they have or something.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
I'm also looking to see if there's anything
Okay, that's
that
for the 3
describes
bodies.
their names.
Ooh.
That was a bit of better rolls.
Yeah, natural 20 even. All right, so give me. You do find a good bit of gold, some small, just kind of loose change coins in pockets and so on. Fox, give me 2 D100 rolls. So roll 1 D100 and then do it again. All right, 53 and 22. In the pocket of one of the pacifiers, you find a very huge brass coin. It's palm sized, like literally the size of your palm. That's how big it is. And the what's the word? Like the emblazoning, I guess, the design on it looks like a giant. It looks like a large humanoid standing with its feet on either side of a bay, and there are ships that are sailing in between the bay. It looks like. Do you know what the Colossus of Rhodes is?
Kind of, yeah.
It looks like an artistic depiction of something like that, like a giant statue that is standing over a port, a part of a port.
Okay.
On one, that was in one of the pacifier's pockets, and no, that one won't work. I'm afraid. Roll another percentile dice.
Real quick, do you guys know, did these guys have like something they say, like maybe they'd write it at the end of a letter, something like, like a slogan? Do these guys have like a slogan? Do you know?
Sarah, you would.
Okay. Whatever it is, I'll tell him.
And it is in my own hand. It's specifically in my own hand, and then title and name. Like this. Oops. Right bracket at the end of that. But anyways, it strips out brackets. I didn't know that. All right. So anyways, it would be something along the lines of in my own hand, adjunct cope.
Right, so
right.
I have this nifty spell. Granted, it only lasts for 10 days, but I can write a thing, and it will cause the writing to appear to be an entirely different message, written in a different hand and language, though the language must be one that I know. So I can literally write the message out and hopefully have it appear in as close to his handwriting as we can get, if we can find something with a letter.
Are you thinking
But
illusory
listen.
script is what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the thing, though. Do you know what Norok's handwriting looks like? Because I have no idea. Do you know
No,
what
but
like
I'm
Nazim's
hoping-
handwriting looks like? Do you really
No,
think they're
but-
going to like send 3 more people and they're going to be like, wait, this doesn't look like? Hold on, I've got it. Hold on.
Virum.
Hold,
We need to
on.
put it in Virum's handwriting, though, because I'm assuming Virum.
His name
the
is
avatar.
Zirith.
Yeah, but that's the pacifier. The leader, the avatar, would be Virum. So it needs
Was
to
it
be in
definitely
his.
Virum? I thought the Virum was they were calling names. Or Virum?
No.
Was that the name?
Yes,
It sounded
he
like a
said
name
he
when you
killed
heard it.
Virum.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Virum. All right. Sorry, I
Yeah,
guess I
so it needs
misunderstood
to
the way they
be-
were saying it.
So it needs to be in my own hand, avatar Virum.
Virum. There
Whatever
we go.
the hell our message
Write
is.
that. Just write that out on a piece of parchment. We'll stab it to the wall with a knife on the inside so it doesn't get too wet. And then if they come along, they'll think they went north, tracking some else.
All right. I'll
Come on. What are the
Grab-
chances that they're going to get here and think, oh, that's not Virum's handwriting. I've got a Christmas card from him right here. Now look how different that is.
Well, hopefully not. All right, I guess I'll write some. So, what exactly are we writing?
I'll just put it in the chat there. How about that?
Oh, a group of homes through the town. Their identities.
Not too
Okay,
specific.
I'll write it.
Not too aggressive.
Arteme,
I will
the other thing that you found in the pockets was like a well-worn book. Looks like it's been read over and over and over again. It's How to Work a Sextant. And there is, interestingly enough, there is an elven-made, like a clearly elven-designed bookmark stuck in it. And it's like hidden in the middle. Like as you're flipping through the pages, you find it. But if it's not visible to the outside, you wouldn't have otherwise been able to see it, except for when flipping through the book.
Okay.
Got a navigator here, huh?
I'm gonna try to
Is it-
find a dry place in this building to hide it,
I'll
This
keep the
building has
book.
a roof, right?
Okay.
or not
don't have
to
to
hide it, but like
Hide it.
just so it's dry, so it doesn't like
Sure.
get wet. And then I'm going to polymorph into what is big and can dig really fast. Badgers dig really fast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna polymorph into a badger,
badger, mushroom.
Badger.
and then go
Wait.
outside and start digging in the dirt so we can bury these bodies.
Okay.
So
All right.
Does no one? We don't have a spell
Outside.
that can just like make them disappear or anything, do we?
no, I don't know about you guys.
Nope. That's all I was saying. Just burn them to ash and bury the ashes.
Well, I mean, we're still gonna have like bones or something. Maybe we should at least bury that. I don't think we can get the fire hot enough to make ash.
That is
No,
very
that's-
true.
That's too much.
Too bad I don't have a flesh-eating plant.
That's fun.
I need to find one, damn it.
All right. Then we are at time here, so we'll go ahead and say that you guys spend the next, probably going to take you a good while to get everything, enough space buried here to try to, dispose of these. I'll tell you, we'll kind of hand wave over a bit of it here, that you dig the dirt out as best you can, but it being as rainy, as muddy as it is, it's difficult going. And then on top of that is once you've finished, and you kind of settle their remains still in this this kind of hastily dug grave, it is clear that the ground's been disturbed.
Yeah, maybe we should have done that further away, but at least
guys-
the handwriting won't match.
Well, if the ground seems disturbed, I'm just gonna put a plant and use.
Can you like make a tree? Can you grow a tree or something there?
Yeah, I can grow. Well, not a. Well, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'll just grow a small bush there.
Okay. All right.
Grow
Then
a bunch of
go
small
ahead.
bushes. Just
Give
grow
me-
a whole bunch of bushes.
I think I could do.
Performance check, Fox, for kind of your best means of kind of replicating the natural environment around it to kind of make it look so that it's not disturbed.
This is gonna be horrible.
It'll be a low DC, so no, you're still fine. As
Oh,
long as
good,
it's
good,
above
good.
5, you're going to be fine. All right, so then after you guys have buried them, kind of covered it in as much muddy dirt as you can, Arteme starts to kind of weave in this growth of kind of almost moss-looking grass that is just, a thin layer over all of it. And by the time she's finished, it's pretty difficult to discern that there's any difference there than what had been there before Sarah started.
I'm just
So-
gonna. Yeah, I used that twice. Yeah.
I think we should just build a tree house, rest, and I have a bad feeling about going to my house, but we need to go see what's
Let's
going
do
on.
it. Can we do it at least maybe a few hundred yards away from town, somewhere hidden inside the trees? Are there trees around us?
Yeah.
Sure.
You're gonna have to pass
assuming-
Sarah's. Unless you guys go north, you're gonna have to pass Sarah's house on the way out of town. It's literally right. It's like 2 minutes south of where you are.
There's no
But, like-
little grove of trees anywhere, anything that we could just pop
Go
up another
100
one and
You guys are in
100
farmland. It's not orchards. You guys are
Got
you're
it.
surrounded by farms all the way around. There's a few trees here in town, but that's about it. Like there are trees. They're just not a close copse of them
there-
or forested or anything.
Is there an inn?
No, this town's too small. The inns are in the city.
Okay. We could always camp.
Is your parents' house going to be even big enough to, what is it? How many of us now? 7 of us, whatever now.
Arteme
us?
wouldn't even be able to step inside. Arteme and Azim couldn't even step inside. let
It's
alone
fine.
Nora.
We'll just set up a treehouse somewhere. Question. In my I go to my character sheet and hit like prepared spells. My Divine Familiar and Treehouse disappear, and they didn't used to. But the floating still stays on both. It's like the at will.
That's weird.
So I have to keep.
It's permanent ones, but yeah, I mean you can uncheck the prepared to see them. Yeah, I see it. I just did the same thing. Okay, I'll look at what's different between them and see if I can change.
Okay, because I was looking a bit but didn't figure it out. Okay, so I'll just use Treehouse and.
Out of curiosity, how much
wait.
gold did you find? How much gold did you find going through their pockets?
Oh, he didn't tell me. He just said a varying amount.
Yep,
Alright.
in some pockets here.
Can you do me a favor?
Just
Can
add
you-
it to the
can you
bag
give
of holding
me-
for now, and we'll figure it out later.
All right. How much
Wait,
is?
before we build a tree house, I'm assuming there's some place close by that Sarah would normally go just to be by herself, away from stuff.
Maybe like a very defensible cave.
Well, maybe not that. Just some place where we could like set up tents and do watches. Just somewhere that would be away from her house and other people.
I would say that there are, amongst the farms around here, again, there are trees. They're just not like closely dense together. It's not a forest or a copse that you guys could hide in. But I would say that Sarah almost certainly would have a tree just not far from her house, but far enough to kind of go when her mom was being mean, things like that, and maybe climb up in the tree and read a book, stuff like that. So yeah, there's a place that you at least go that is far enough away. Not there's a house nearby that if they looked out a window, and were looking for somebody, they'd probably see you. But otherwise, you'd be pretty hidden from view out there.
All right, I'll take them there and try to hopefully get Arteme to position the tree so it's not as noticeable from whatever house is
It's-
right there.
An entire tree house, but
I mean, if we're, right behind another tree, hopefully it won't be as noticeable.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
As you are leading your way out of town, then you kind of have to. The town just isn't very big, and you kind of making your way out of town. You can see
I'm
your
making
house.
myself look like a taller version of me now. And
Okay. Speaking of Nazim, are you still keeping
I'm-
yourself as a bright toothed farmer?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Then.
I'm staying as a badger and just leading them.
Oh.
where we
Okay.
go.
Well, then
Giant
you couldn't
badger?
talk this entire time then.
Well,
So
no,
you couldn't be
no,
telling
but
them. Okay.
I'm leading them there, and then once we get there, I will polymorph back
Okay.
or drop it and
Okay.
explain to them how to set up the tree.
All right.
Sure.
still
Sounds good.
lugging my fucking harness around.
Yeah, you go grab your giant saddle. I'm just because it's funny to me. Out of curiosity, are you just like trying not to ask Norak to carry shit anymore? Because it's hard for you. It would be nothing for him, or you could just put it in the bag.
For some stuff like the rope and stuff, that's kind of general use. I'm fine with it, but this is like for my pet, like my buddy. So I feel like I should be responsible for carrying.
Well, I carry most of the stuff with the bag of holding, and I try not to ask Norak to carry too much because that's just rude.
Quote unquote carry. You quote unquote carry.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So as we're wrapping up here, then, as you're making your way out of town, there's really no way to do so without be able to, going past your family home, and you can see that the windows are dark. And the grass is too long, and the shrubbery is unattended to. It's extremely abnormal for any halflings, but certainly your father, to leave his yard untended and seeing the lights out and the house looking a little bit disheveled is certainly concerning. But you pass along. There's no smoke coming out of the chimney.
Hey Sarah, your house looks like shit. What's going on?
You don't know that's my house.
Look like that?
You don't know that's my house.
Especially because she's a badger. She's a fucking badger. You can read her face.
All right, I'm gonna go get dinner because I'm starving. Good night.
Good night, everyone. Bye. We'll pick it up next week.
Yep. Night, everybody.
Night.
On that note, I actually had a question for you.